Hey, yo, lads, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How is everybody doing? Hopefully you can hear me all good as well. We are live. I'm late today. I would have been a lot earlier, but I installed Aether yesterday. And when I came to hop on it today, it wanted me to reinstall the game. And it took the freaking piss. So, yeah, it took a little bit longer than it should have. It was like downloading, like it was like jumping from 2 meg to 60 meg to 40 meg to 2 meg. It was just like, okay, alright. Just wait for it to do its thing. But hopefully everybody's doing well. Let me double check if audio's coming through all good. Guys, if you are watching on YouTube, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It's very much appreciated. It helps out a lot as well. And I love your faces for it. I think we are, yeah. Good, sweet, sound. Guys, if you haven't as well, check out the video they uploaded earlier. Link is in both chats. Pinned comment. Check it out. Let me know what you think. We got Yoo-Hoo News. She is available other ways than just Gian's banner, which is good to see. Video's done really well, actually, as well. So shout out to everybody watching that. I did have another video planned to go up today, but when I got back, saw the news, I was like, right, let's just talk about this. We'll get that video up. So I kind of put that other video on the back burner. I might get it up today, or I might just upload it tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure just yet. Just the video where I was talking about the most underrated part of Wuthering Waves. I've got a couple of other videos I want to go up as well, actually. One was talking about that other gacha game that we watched Sticks checking out. Yeah, because I put that one up today. Like, the videos kind of got knocked back a little bit. So yeah, if you haven't know, guys, check that video out. It's much appreciated. Show it some love. And yeah, man, how's everybody doing? It's Friday. We made it to the end of the week. It just didn't be Friday and have to like do what I just had to do. Pain in the arse. I've got to love it sometimes, yeah, like PC gaming. You've installed something and then it's like, nah, you know what? Install it again. It was about that. So yeah, that was the thing. Yo, Jamie, what's going on, fella? Welcome to the stream. You good? That's good to hear, bro. That is good to hear. Oh, I'm just checking my vitamins. Trying to make sure I take them at the minute because obviously we've been ill last week. You know, rinsed all the good vitamins out of my body. Yeah, I'm washing down the cold as well, don't you? So I still haven't fully recovered from that, man. My gut's still a bit messed up. So, trying to get the vitamins back into my system. Audio coming through all good though, yeah? I think everything sounds okay. Let me just check if the stream's coming through at 1440p on the tubes. Yes, it is. Let's go. That's what I like to see. So yeah, new videos linked in the comments, guys. In the chat, sorry, should I say. Pinned comment. Alright then. We're going to watch a couple of videos, just a couple. We're not going to go too much into it today because it is 10 to 2. As I said, a little bit late today because Aether wasn't having it. It made me reinstall the game again, and it was super slow. So, yeah, I don't know what was going on there. It was like dropping down to like 2 meg download, sorry. Then jumping up to like 40, 50, and then back down again. So, took a while. But we're here. You guys ready for the weekend, are ya? You ready for the weekend? Yeah, I wanted to check out this Terra Fantasy trailer, actually. The Grey Fox PV and gameplay. Let's have a little look at that. I was going to check out this Gamba AJ video, huge news Wuthering Wave events, but I think he's just talking about the stuff that I spoke about earlier in my video. We can have a little gander at it, see what the crack is. And that's... We've got this Steward video as well we could probably check out. Yeah, I don't want to watch too much. As I said, we're running late. But want to get to it. Want to check out Aether to see what it's like. Yeah, so far the client hasn't given me the best experience. Having to reinstall stuff again and then it taking forever. It wasn't fun. That's like I said, that's why we're live. What's going on, hell? Just gonna drop my review on IG. Played it when the summer event does. Got to one of the banners. Character Summer Leviathan. Played for a couple of months. Still Hades event. Stopped playing. Okay. You playing on mobile or you usually playing on the emulator on PC? Welcome to the stream as well. How you doing, man? You good? It feels too casual, but hey, if it's great for you, then not. Do you know what? The fact that if it's super casual, I'll be okay with that, because I want a couple of gacha games that we can just hop in and hop out of and play them super casually. Played it on the emulator, yeah. Yeah, because apparently at the moment on the PC client, you have to hold left click to look and right click's attack, which is kind of cumbersome. So hopefully they change that soon. So I'm sure I'm probably going to have some issues with it. Yeah, for ages I was like, I want to check it out, but I was like, I couldn't be asked for the emulator. Which emulator does it use? Well, off their site anyway. Which emulator do they use? And the emulator I used to use before, was it the Nox emulator? I don't remember. I think that's what it was, Nox Player or something. Is it I tried before? Is it Nox? Okay. Yeah, I was going to say that's one I used on my old PC. I ain't installed any emulators on this one. So yeah, video went up earlier, guys, just talking about Yoo-Hoo. We're going to have other ways to get access to it now. 1.4, she's going to be going into the standard banner, so that's good. So if you're not interested in pulling on Jian's banner, she's going to be going into the standard banner. That's really good. And also for the period of 1.4, you're going to be able to use Afterglow Corals to buy her for 80 Afterglow Coral. So if you've got a bunch of them lying around and you're thinking, you know what, sweet, I'll just buy her. If you've already got her, it turns into a wave band, which I think you can purchase once. I don't know if the price stays at 80 or if it drops down to 55 like other 4-star wave bands, or it's just because it's new, it'll stay at 80. I don't know. And then, you know, so that's cool. That's cool, I guess. So I think for people who already have Jian, maybe weren't really wanting to pull on that banner but kind of wanted to get Yoo-Hoo, you know, there's a little bit of the FOMO removed, I guess, and you can save your pulls or just do a couple of pulls and, you know, you at least guarantee the character. You don't have to go too deep into doing too many pulls. And maybe just burn a bit of pity for the next banner, maybe. You know, because I know there'll be some people who've got a guarantee and maybe want to risk it with 10, 20 pulls. And hope they don't get Jian. And then, you know, go into the next banner. One thing I like about the game, they've got them nice gravity physics. I think I know what you mean. I think I know what you mean. Alright then, let's check out a couple of videos then, shall we? And then we're going to get straight into it. I ain't really got much to check out, if I'm honest. There's a couple of trailers I did want to look at, though. But let's check out this trailer for Tower of Fantasy, actually. It came out like 10 hours ago. So let's have a look at that. Oh, I haven't got OBS up for you guys to even see what's going on. Give me a second. There you go. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, that's upside in them. Alright, let's check out this trailer for Grey Fox, shall we? 4K teaser trailer for Tower of Fantasy CN 4.5. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, Tower of Fantasy. Personally, came to the game super late. I kind of like it. It's fun. I don't get too into it in that regard. The game's super jank. You know, it's not as polished as something like Wuthering Waves or even Genshin. But, you know, I kind of like the game. We will be playing more of it soon. So let's check out the Grey Fox PV and gameplay teaser trailer, shall we? And see what it's saying. Let's have a look.
暗网可不是什么人都能进的，一不小心就会暴露自己。你是黑帽还是白帽？
Put the captions on.
黑还是白，很重要吗？还可以有其他选择。
Okay, I kind of like a character design
在暗
though.
网中，危险无处不在。
I must say, oh damn, dude. Okay, paused at the perfect time there. I must say, I kind of like some of the trailers that Tower of Fantasy do. Actually, they're quite decent. The character design as well. I really like the look of her, and obviously we've got some plenty of reasons to like her there. That's for sure. And the serious jiggle physics. Okay, I'll see how it is. Bouncing on the dark web, eh? Damn, bro.
去大干一场。
I think we will have a blast
哪有这
together.
样招募黑客的？极光。
One thing I will say about Terra Fantasy, though, you know, in Miroria, with ray tracing on, the game actually looks really pretty in those areas. Like, there's obviously all the reflections. It looks really nice because there's lots of neon lights around each other and reflective surfaces. When you're running around Miroria, and even when you're in the taxis, like the reflections off like the cab windows and stuff are actually really nice for a gacha game. And a gacha game that's a couple of years old as well. And a gacha game like Terra Fantasy that gets a lot of questions in regards to quality. I think the ray tracing is not too shabby at all, and I cannot wait for ray tracing to come to Wuthering Waves as well. I'm really looking for that update, and hopefully it happens soon.
这里一定也有跟我一样穿着极光的人吧
Okay. What is she riding? Okay, that's pretty badass.
只能让他们全都下线了。
Is that like a keyblade? I do like the variety of weapons in Terra Fantasy as well. Like, I know on my last video, I actually praised some of the mechanics in Terra Fantasy, and I said I like the variety. Not in my last video, one of my last videos. In the variety of traversal. People didn't like that. People did not like that. But yeah, I like the variety of weapons as well. They're not worried about trying different things. That's something that I'd like to see in Wuthering Waves as well, man. Like, give us bows, give us crossbows, you know, give me shotguns and rifles and hammers and maybe dual blades and scythes, all that sort of stuff. I'd really like to see a bunch of different weapons coming to Wuthering Waves. I think it would be pretty sick, actually. Bro, it's a Bloodborne pizza cutter. Okay, that's kind of cool. This is not a bad trailer, actually. Not gonna lie, it looks kind of decent to me, actually. I like those fluid floaty animations they had. Obviously, I'm not gonna compare it to Shortkeep, but you know, that like kind of like swim flying animation. That was kind of dope. Actually looks pretty decent, actually. Alright, that's pretty cool, that is. Those combat animations look decent.
你一定是世界上最伟大的黑客，怎么样？
You're the greatest hacker in the world.
你太招摇了，注意到你的人会越来越多。我准备瘫痪掉暗网，你抓紧时间下线，我来清除痕迹。那就说好啦，新岛区的奥丁酒馆见，拜拜喽。惹了这么大的麻烦，谁跟你说好的？真是个自说自话的家伙。
What a self-talking guy.
奥丁酒馆啊，可我还是未成年啊。
Wait, did they just really do a load of titty stuff and then at the end say, but I'm still a minor? Are you kidding me, game? Are you kidding me, Terra Fantasy? What? That was just bait? That was bait right there. That, like, dude. The FBI is looking at all our computers right now. What the hell? They do all the titty jiggles and then at the end they go, by the way, just a kid. That's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up. Okay, that was a cool trailer though, man. She actually looks pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. Combat animations look cool. I'm here for that. What's this here? Another one.
抱歉，好歹等到人齐的时候吧。
Oh, it's just a bit of a conversation.
你怎么来啦？你心里清楚。我要吐了，我忘记了，我还有值得。
Let's have a look at I should have shown that not. I didn't mean Metal Gear Solid. This is our character healer, Terra Fantasy. Oh, she's a oh. We got any gameplay? I want some more gameplay. All right, no gameplay. Grey Fox gameplay? No, I don't think so. We're not seeing anything. Okay, all right, cool. You know what? We're going to do some more Terra Fantasy again soon. I actually kind of like the game. I don't think it deserves all the hate it gets. Now, I didn't start from the very start, so I wasn't involved in all the issues that came throughout development. I know a lot of people talk about power creep, and the devs just kind of burned a bunch of bridges. You know what? As somebody who came to the game late, I was having fun with it, you know. I was having fun with it, so I definitely will be playing more. But yeah, that was a sus trailer, man. Sus trailer. It's like, bro. Okay. Do you know what? Let's watch this video as well, actually. Because
2024.
Let me just pause this. I want to check this video out because I was actually interested in Heaven Burns Red. And I watched a video of some of the gameplay. Now, granted, the gameplay was from like a year ago, I think. And I was a little bit disappointed, I must admit. I gotta be honest. It looked... it's turn-based. I like turn-based. But it just looked a bit boring, if that makes sense. Now, I know a lot of people just find turn-based boring anyway. But it was kind of just... yeah, it was dry, man. It was dry. So let's have a look, see if there's anything new that we can see in here that might, you know, reignite any interest in the game. My most anticipated gacha game of 2024, Heaven Burns Red. This is from Psyche. Let's drop a like. Let's check out the video, see what it's got to say.
2024 has had a lot of great releases, but you might be surprised which game I was most excited to try out this year.
Okay.
If you've seen some of my past videos, you'll know that I'm someone that's captivated by emotional stories. For whatever reason...
one thing that caught my eye was I saw some of the gameplay outside of combat, and I was like, dude, the art style's quite nice in this game. It was like, it's almost got like a watercolory type effect to it, and I was feeling that.
The gacha industry is home to some of the best storytelling imaginable. Heaven Burns Red...
wait, what did he just say?
...is home to some of the best storytelling. For whatever reason, the gacha industry is home to some of the best storytelling imaginable.
I don't know about that. Now, I know there is some games that people have spoken about that have got really good storytelling. I think PGR's got some good storytelling. I've heard Nikkei's got some really good storytelling. But yeah, I think that might be a little reach. Maybe.
Heaven Burns Red checks a lot of my boxes for an experience just like that. I was going to make a first impressions video on the game anyways, so when their agency YoStar reached out to me regarding...
you see what I mean? These sort of like the watercolor effect on the characters. I kind of like that. YoStar, it's the same people behind Aether Gaze, yeah.
I agreed based on the confirmation that I will be allowed to make some helpful feedback that could make the game even better. Please know that I typically don't take these dedicated video sponsors unless I really believe in the product. My name is Psyche, and in this video, I'll be sharing my thoughts on the English version of Heaven Burns Red, ultimately answering the question, should you?
Yeah, again, for me, like I say, when I saw the combat, I was like, you know, hopefully, you know, we'll see something better here. And the enemies as well, I wasn't sold massively on the enemies. Now, depending on how the story goes, the enemies might make sense, but yeah, I gotta be honest. But I will be checking the game out, though, that's for sure.
Play it.
So can you switch between different teammates on the fly? Because you have a bigger roster than what's on the field, don't you?
One of the primary reasons I was heavily anticipating this title is due to the fact that the writing team behind it is someone I'm actually pretty familiar with. The creative aspect for Heaven Burns Red is handled by Key, who, if you don't know it, is a very prominent player in the visual novel industry, having the roots going back all the way to the late 1990s. One of its main writers and composer, Jun Maeda, has written some of the best visual novel works you've seen in the past decade. Air, Clannad...
you know what? I'll take his word for this, because I don't really ever check out visual novels. Maybe I should. But yeah, it sounds like they've got some pedigree around since the 90s. That's good to hear.
Little Busters, and the anime series Angel Beats from 2010. I myself am a big fan of Maeda's works, because I have read all of them. I have a combined 90 to 100 hours completing Clannad and Little Busters back when I was still in my college days.
Yeah, never checked out any of these on Steam. Because a lot of them do seem sus as well, that's why. You know?
These are critically acclaimed as some of the best visual novels of all time. So when I heard that Maeda is finally returning to create a brand new game after 15 years, in charge of both the narrative as well as the music, that got me pretty excited. He himself handles the composition and lyrics of the in-game tracks, even featuring a fictional Japanese band, She Is Legend, formed by the main cast during the story. Developed by Right Flyer Studios and co-developed by Key, Heaven Burns Red is a turn-based RPG and a very story-focused game. You can expect to spend a lot of time.
That'll be good for some people and not for the others. A lot of people in the gacha space hate the app, don't they? And they just want to get to it. So I feel like this is going to be a double-edged sword for them. There'll be the people who absolutely fall in love with it because they want a really cool, interesting story. Hopefully it is, and it's not the tropey stuff. Because I think if you're going to lean heavy into the story side of things, I think you need to try and keep away from the tropes. I'm fine with tropes in gacha games. I'm fine with tropes in general. But I think if you're going to lean heavily into the story, I think it's best to try and make something unique. But again, double-edged sword. Some people hate that aspect of it, and if there's a lot of yapping, it'll turn people off, won't it? But, there'll be some people who'll definitely be attracted to that.
Time learning about its characters and lore. The game originally launched in 2022 in Japan, and you could actually download the Japanese version prior to the English version's launch. But due to the dialogue-heavy nature, a lot of the jokes and its nuances would get lost unless you understood Japanese culture. Even if you knew parts of the language, some of the references and cultural influences just wouldn't make sense to you, which made it one of the biggest barriers for entry if you're not Japanese. However, all that changes now that Heaven Burns Red is finally releasing its English version.
Torpedo whoopsie gravy. A whoopsie gravy that emerges suddenly after an awkward silence. Okay, alright.
Localizing a Japanese game to an overseas audience is hard. Luckily, many of the jokes and references have been reworked to make sense for a non-Japanese audience. The English server of the game is handled by Yostar, a very prominent publisher in the gacha industry, and has brought huge titles such as Azur Lane and Arknights to the global market.
I do like
what's
this
the game about?
Art style.
Let's talk about it. The story follows Ruka, the tomboyish former vocalist from the legendary band She Is Legend, as she was scouted to join an elite squadron of soldiers that are
Makes sense. Schoolgirl in a band. Let's sign her up to be an elite soldier. Sounds about anime.
capable of standing up to a mysterious alien species that have threatened all life forms on Earth.
If you're getting invaded by aliens, who better to go to? Schoolgirls in a band, right? That's like, who needs the Marines?
Aptly known as the Cancer. Joining forces with Yuki, an expert hacker, Tsukasa, the clueless expert intel, Megumi, the hot-headed psychic, Tama, the short-stouted sailor, and Karen, the innocent-looking one with a sinister alter ego. Forming the Squad 31A, and scouted for their unique talents, they can battle the Cancers by using a mystical weapon that they can call upon known as the Seraph. But being newcomers to the training regime, there's a lot to learn when it comes to leadership, cooperation, and maturity. You can tell that the story takes a more personal side, and Maeda prefers to lean more into the traditional route for writing. The game plays like a day-to-day simulator, as you follow Ruka with her daily life.
Okay, then, so I reckon the people who are into things like Persona will probably get something out of these, definitely. I do like Persona. I still need to get Metaphor. That game looks great.
And be in the moment as things unfold in real time. Even these small moments, when running an errand or getting lunch with a squad mate, has their own quirks. You get a session of combat, some story cutscenes, and a free time session where you can do whatever you want within the academy. The early parts of the story is dedicated to introducing the cast one at a time. In Chapter 1, the majority of the runtime builds up 31A's characters.
Okay, so I think, just going off that, I think for a lot of people, this could be a turn-off, because that slow burn of introduction of characters, again, as I say, a lot of people in the gacha space, not really fans of the yapping. We know there's a lot of skippers out there, and I feel a game like this, it would just, it probably would be best to avoid them rather than trying to skip for the content, because of how heavy it looks like it's going to be.
As they try to get along and settle their differences. You really get a sense of their unique backgrounds and camaraderie as you get to know their personality. If it's one thing that I think a gacha game story should do well, it's to build a very strong main cast. This joyous day-to-day cycle will last for the majority of Chapter 1, and while it may seem like a light-hearted comedy at first, I assure you, if you read or watched Clannad, Maeda is known for writing some pretty heavy stuff. It's not until Chapter 2 and 3 when things start to get a serious turn, and not everything will be all sunshine and rainbows. At that point, you'll wish for more of the light-hearted stuff, as this game does its utmost hardest to emotionally grip you with its narrative. All the banters and interactions that Ruka has with her squad mates culminate in a strong bond that even you as a player feel attached to. The game has been...
I'll say that, I've said this before, for me, when it comes to gacha games, obviously you want a good overarching story, but the interpersonal stories between characters are really important, aren't they? If you're going to want, in a gacha game, people to get attached to the characters, to want to pull for the characters, to, be interested in the characters, you need to get those character arcs and stories bang on, even more so than the actual, the overarching main story, in my opinion. Like, that can be like as long as it's decent, I think if you can do really good companion stories, interpersonal stories, and, you know, really build up that bond, I think it can kind of make up for kind of a weak main story, in my opinion.
In service for more than 2 years, and some players even praise it as one of the best stories in the gacha market. The approach that Heaven Burns Red takes in its writing encapsulates a lot of what makes visual novels a great medium. A big build-up for a big payoff. One thing I appreciate a lot is when characters in a gacha game interact with each other, not just to you as the player. It makes the world feel alive instead of coming off as NPCs giving you a quest. The attention to detail within the story is also something I want to note. I know with gacha games it's really hard to do linear storylines, but
again, sorry to keep going back to Wuthering Waves. That's one thing I want to see from Wuthering Waves. I want to see more of the characters intermingling with each other and coming back into the story repeatedly. And the rover taking a bit of a step back. Again, I've said this multiple times. I would like some of the quests and some of the patches to kind of be dedicated to characters, not the rover, and seeing it from their point of view and have them interacting with the rest of the cast and making, you know, it feel more alive because you're seeing it from a different perspective, and it makes them a little bit more real rather than just being characters that kind of fawn over the rover.
But if you pick certain dialogue choices, the other characters will actually remember that and reference back to it. Almost every line of dialogue is voiced, even the optional cutscenes and chats that you can find with...
So I think if you are going to have a game like this, it's going to be heavily story-orientated. Personally, for me, I want as much of it to be voice acted as possible. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing a bit of reading from time to time, but somebody who tends to stream a lot of the games I'm playing, I feel like when it's like this, I have to kind of read it, otherwise people who are watching it are not getting to enjoy that side of the game, and if it's a big part of it, then it's a big part of the stream as well, isn't it? And sometimes when I'm playing those sort of games, man, after an hour, I'm like, dude, my throat is shredded, and I just want some voice acting now. So that's good to hear if I did play something like that. So if I do play it, because like I said, I was very much interested in this game, and then the combat put me off a little bit, so hopefully he can get me back on board with the combat in a minute.
Within a level that's completely missable.
I'm hoping he does.
All of this is complemented by the wondrous music that the game has. Key has this really unique way of composing their soundtracks. Running through the main paths of the Academy while hearing the light and oddly nostalgic music just makes me go, yep, that's a Key game alright. At certain points in the story, Ruka reforms her original band with the rest of the 31A members. These tracks are original and sometimes even played as combat music during a level. There's even a rhythm game for these tracks tucked away in the menus.
Okay.
Now, 31A is not the only squad within the Academy. There are actually 8
got a crab
in total,
hand,
all featuring 6
hand.
members. This effectively translates to 48 total characters in the whole cast. They can all be found on the Academy grounds some of the time, with most of them highlighted later in the story. Though there are plenty of bond events sprinkled throughout that you can engage in. In the Events tab, you can view the side stories that feature the other colorful characters in the cast, all with their fully voice-acted stories and even giving out a free welfare character at the end. The stamina system in this game takes on the form of life points. You get a maximum of 5 and 1 regenerates every 4 hours. Part of me was surprised that you can actually use it to go back to a specific part in the main story and activate any bond events you missed. See, you get a session of free time every day in the main campaign, and while you can either go train at the arena or do activities that raise Ruka's personality traits, you can go back and do a bond event that you forgot or didn't meet the
You get a free session of campaign every day. What does that mean? You've got your time gated in regards to the story, so you can only do so much a day, or you can do as much as you want from that. Didn't quite get that. I'm taking from that you're kind of limited in what you can do each day in the story.
Personality requirement.
Which again, when you're playing multiple gacha games, I suppose is not a bad thing.
As a story-focused game, the game actually wants you to revisit these bond events and learn more about the characters, even tying it with how the stamina system works. Now that we've had a taste of what HBR's story has to offer, how does the game play?
Let's hear
the
it.
gameplay of Heaven Burns Red features turn-based combat. You will form a team of 6 characters in a party, 3 of which will be on field, and you can freely pick which will be the 3 every turn. They are equipped with a normal attack and a set of skills that expand SP points. SP is restored every turn, so you can bring up your backups.
Okay. Obviously, this is highly edited. The combat does look better than when I last saw it. It's going back quite a while now from when I saw it. The footage was anyway. And like I say, I was a little bit underwhelmed. Hopefully, we're going to see something here where it's a little bit more conclusive and not edited together like this, so we can actually see what's going on.
When the main members are on cooldown. Both you and the enemy have deflector points or DP above the health bar. This is essentially a shield meter. When DP is fully depleted, you will perform a break on the enemy, stunning them and skipping their next attack, but the same can also apply to you. While there are healing skills that can restore DP, generally speaking, healers can only heal DP points and not your health, so it's best to never let it get depleted. Whenever you land enough attacks, you can enter overdrive mode, where all units will get a buff, restore a lot of SP, and give you an extra.
I wonder if that's something that'll change after launch. There will be characters that come in to do that. That's an interesting mechanic, actually, that you can only... So it's basically, it's kind of like a shield almost, isn't it? So you can heal the shield, but not the HP. Okay, all right. I bet that some content could actually probably get quite difficult then in that regards, because you know, if you're taking hits beyond your DP and then your health's getting, you're going to be constantly in the need to make sure you're keeping that up.
Return.
Right, okay.
One major distinction between HBR and other traditional turn-based games is that the meta teams are not ones that you whittle down the enemy turn by turn. Some of the best strategies include biding your time and building up a big turn to finish off the enemy in a single blow. Since there are 48 total characters in the main cast, you will obtain different styles known as a memoria of a character that switches up their skills in combat, even more so when...
Alright, this is a common thing. Like Cat Fantasy does that, a bunch of games do this as well, don't they? Like PGR does this as well. Different versions of characters, alternates, and all that sort of stuff.
You level them up. There are boosters and the 6 accessory slots to gear up each character. You can't use different variants of the same character in the same team, but all the gear you equip on them will carry over to all variants of them, so you won't have to farm them one by one. Apart from spending life points from...
The thing is, though, will that gear be optimal for all the variants, though? It'll be interesting to know. But that's cool if it does work across all variants really well and is efficient, that you won't have to do that. But I would imagine there's some gear that's more efficient with different variants, right? Surely? Otherwise they're going to be too similar, aren't they?
You can also spend them running through
saying
dungeons
that like I know what the gear does.
That will net you XP and resources. You can expend up to all 5 of them to battle the encounter once and gain quintuple the rewards. When battling in the arena, you can even put the game on power saver mode while it auto battles for you in the background. Auto battle does exist when you play normally too, but especially in those difficult story fights, you'll...
Turn-based, it's expected that there's going to be some sort of auto battle system, isn't there? Especially when it comes to farming, because some people don't like that about Star Rail, but it's great when it comes to farming, in my opinion. You could just put an auto battle and just do other stuff while it's doing its thing.
Really want to think things through. Let's talk about the gacha now. Now, I won't have the full information for this, as the banners on the test branch may not fully represent the final product. Each pull costs 300 quartz currency. Characters are separated into A, S, and SS rarity. The table of rates are as follows, with SS having a 3% drop rate, which admittedly is on the higher end. There is a spark system at 200
That's not too bad, actually.
And while you might be discouraged from this high counter, one aspect of Heavenburn's Thread is...
What, the pit is at 200, did he say there? Ooh. Ooh. That's pretty harsh.
And while you might be discouraged from this high counter, one aspect of Heavenburn's Thread is that except for extremely rare cases, there are no limited characters in the game. You can take your sweet time collecting them all. The game does...
Okay, I guess that takes a little bit off, but damn, bro. That's a high pity. Interesting, so they're pretty much just permanent all the time then? Do you reckon that'll stay like that? It's an interesting way to do it, I guess. I suppose not having the pity, such a high pity, will probably make up for some of it, but yeah, I don't know, like, will you get people to FOMO?
Does seem to give out a lot of freebies if you go through the main story, because, well, that is the main aspect that makes Heavenburn's Thread one of the most unique gacha experiences. Being a big fan of Maeda's works, this is one game I'm personally invested in. If Heavenburn's Thread has piqued your interest, make sure to pre-register for the game using the link in the description or pinned comment below. All players will get rewards based on the number of pre-registrations, so if you want a chance to get the SS Memoria Ruka Kayamori for free, you know what to do. Even if turn-based combat is not your cup of tea, I would still urge people to try it out just for the story and the music. With the backbones of the story held by industry veterans, I myself will be taking the time to read through the story and diving into the lore of Heavenburn's Thread. And I hope to see you there as well. Thank you for tuning in to this brief introduction on one of my most anticipated gacha games this year. Let me know what you think of Heavenburn's Thread in the comments, or if you will be playing it yourself. Anyways, that's all for me today. Thank you for watching.
I'm still not sold, if I'm honest. I'll try it out because I'm always willing to try out new games. I like myself some turn-based JRPG stuff. I'm enjoying gacha games recently. You know, I'll definitely try it out, but I'm still not sold if I'm honest. I'll have to wait and see. Wait and see. Was this sponsored
2024
by Heaven's Burn Red then, was he? Was it a sponsored video? I'm not too sure because I could have sworn it said, you know, the little thing that comes up in the corner to let you know it's sponsored. Okay, all right. You know what? I'm going to drop this dude a sub. What other content does he make, actually? What does he talk about? Is he primarily gacha? Oh, okay. I think we might have watched one of his videos before. This atrocious gacha. Okay. All right. Okay. We've seen this dude's content before. All right. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Oh, we might have to check this video out later, actually. Snowbreak deserves its success. I do not recommend solo leveling Arise. I got the hiccups. My bad. Okay. Oh, God, not quartz. What else we got here? What else we got? Do you know what? I want to check this trailer out for a game as well. It's not gacha. It's nothing to do with gacha. Apparently, I've started watching it. Okay, YouTube. It's nothing to do with gacha. Sunderfolk official reveal trailer. I think was this mentioned at a game show or something? I can't remember. Name sounds familiar, but I'm interested. The thumbnail caught my eye. Let's check it out. Sunderfolk official reveal trailer from IGN.
Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm the studio head of Secret Door, one of 2 internal studios at Dreamhaven.
And I'm Erin, the game director, and we are so excited to show you what we've been working on.
Okay, interesting.
Sunderfolk is a tactical turn-based RPG that you play with your friends, family, and loved ones.
It's focused on cooperative play.
I think I do remember hearing something about this now, actually, and I mentioned it to Rosie. I kind of like the idea of that. Chilling with friends, chilling with your missus, playing it on the TV, but taking your turns on your phone. That's kind of cool, actually.
And it's really at the heart of what we're trying to do as a studio.
We were, with Sunderfolk, really trying to create something that would inspire
PvP?
people to get together.
Or was it co-op?
We wanted to feel similar to a game night, getting together to play a board game, or getting together to play D&D with a group of friends or family or loved ones that you really care about, and to share that experience together side by side.
The board game table is something very special, and we want to create a video game that has those same elements. So we focused on this idea of collaborating together.
Okay, so
we're using the phone in everyone's pocket as the control interface. And your phone being the controller allows you to have your own information, as well as roll out only the information needed at any given time.
You also have the board space, which is what we kind of describe as the main screen. This is the spot that all the shared information will be, and it is really trying to parallel that experience of I've got a hand of cards and a board on the ground in front of us.
Yeah, that's kind of sick. I like that.
In Sunderfolk, you'll play through a campaign. This is very similar to a D&D campaign where you're getting back together, playing the same characters, kind of progressing, seeing.
You know what? I'm kind of sold on this, man. This would be fun to play with some friends and family, this would. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to, I think I mentioned it to Rosie. I did mention it. I'm going to have to show her this.
That story through. You'll pick all of your classes together. We've nailed down a wide range of archetypes.
Those characters are based on some of the traditional types of characters you'd see in a role-playing game. One of my favorite characters is the Berserker, who fills the warrior class.
What's going on, Zig? So it's a bit like for the King with D&D elements. I'm not too sure. I don't think I've ever played for the King.
Them further into the foray, or
it definitely does seem to have a bit of a D&D element to it, yeah.
Friends to deal with. So even the classes that are designed to be more accessible have depth to them in some really fun and interesting ways.
And so you'll kind of pick all of your classes together, and then you'll go into a mission. In the mission, you'll be defeating monsters, collecting gold, achieving objectives that are kind of set forth by you.
Will it have a, will that be curated stories to go through? Will you be able to design potentially stories? Will the community be able to design, like almost like, like D&D basically? So it's not just like going through the dungeon, so to speak, but there's actually feels like there's a quest, there's an adventure to do.
You're not always just going in and it's like, defeat all the monsters. There's a lot of different opportunities for gameplay elements and trying out different builds. One of my favorite missions is Tower Defense Light. You're defending the gates of the town against an invading force, but the towers are these adorable bugs that are your NPCs. They're helping alongside you. At the very beginning of the mission,
do we have to see them get murdered then?
And I am so committed to keeping those little guys alive.
Oh no, we have to watch them get butchered.
Once you complete that mission, you and your group will head back to town.
In town, you can head off and kind of do your own agenda. It's really purposefully built as a little bit of a reprieve from the focus of the missions themselves.
You and your friends can kind of go around independently, picking up that next item you need for your build, customizing your different decks, talking to different NPCs and townsfolk, building their...
So, how is this going to... Because that looked like, when they were there, it looked like it was almost like it was on Steam. So, are you going to have the app on your phone and just connect it to the TV and it gets cast via that way? How is that working exactly? Maybe I'm saying it's super dumb there. Do you know what I mean? What dictates it being cast to the TV, like? So, like, you could just sit down in the living room and play, like, you know what I mean? Rather than having some system connected to the TV.
Their affinity up, and once all of the players are kind of ready to move forward, they'll head out to mission select where they'll pick their next mission and then kind of deploy back out.
We've found in our own experiences that being around a board game table with loved ones, friends, or family is true togetherness.
Sunderfolk is our way to be able to bridge that gap with folks that you've always wanted to share this passion with.
I want people to play these deeper, richer experiences around the table, but it can be challenging to do that. And so with Sunderfolk, we're trying to go right at the heart of that and get them into some fun as fast as they can.
That's kind of where our mission came from. We're trying to give an entry point for folks already in the community to pull along their friends, their family, their loved ones definitely, who want to be part of that community as well. So
I've been trying to recently, like, you know, I'm never a person, I've never played D&D properly. I've played on computer, and I never played a proper D&D session. Never really played tabletop games either, even though they interest me. I'd love to get, like, some of my family involved, like Rosie involved, and have some nights like that where I'd chill out and do stuff like that. So maybe this is kind of that entry to pulling some people in who probably wouldn't feel like they'd be interested in that. Because, like, we have had some nights where we've, like, chilled and we've, like, you know, the games on Netflix that you can do all the little quizzes and stuff, and we've done those sort of things. I feel like something like this could be really fun to do.
One of the things that I think is most appealing is when you come away from that table with your friends and you have this incredible story that nobody else gets if you try to explain it to them, but to you is such a strong emotional moment. I want Sunderfolk to provide those opportunities too, and I'm excited for players to experience that.
Togetherness is at the heart of the studio. It's what we're trying to provide to people with the experiences we create, and Sunderfolk is our first step into that.
It's a very collaborative game, so it's really fun to be playing with other folks.
It is nice to see games as well doing a little bit more of these co-op side things, but actually, you know, like the couch co-op of old. You know, it's like, it's kind of a hark back. Obviously, it's a bit more to the tabletop stuff, but digitally. But it's like a hark back to the days of playing, like, split screen with friends, you know what I mean? Like, damn, I remember the days where my friend, his mom and dad, they had a caravan in the garden, and, like, it was basically for my friend to chill in all the time, and, like, he'd got, like, a PlayStation in there, and we used to go and sit in there all, like, the boys, like, and we'd play Medal of Honor split screen, and that was some good times, man. So, like, it is kind of like almost like a hark back to those days, because you don't get that really nowadays from games. Yeah, all co-ops online, you know, PvPs all online. There's none of that, like, sitting down with your friends and just, like, doing something together via a video game, like.
Working together to overcome these challenges, going on this heroic adventure together, kind of like talking through what the best strategy is. That's the experience that we want you guys to have.
Hopefully as well, there's some decent depth to the strategy as well, so it does take that. So it's not too simple, so each person could just go through and do the thing, and there is actually that sort of, like, need to chat to each other to, like, you know, improve your chances or to do it as efficiently as possible within a time or whatever.
Thank you so much for joining us to learn more about Sunderfolk, and we're so excited to share more in the months ahead.
We appreciate you all listening in, and we're really excited to hear your thoughts.
I'm sold on that. I am sold on that. Rediscover Game Night 2025. Okay, next year then. Interesting. This is definitely something I'm going to keep my my eyes on. That's for sure. IGN going to rate this game a 7 out of 10 when it comes out. I don't know. Why we're hating on this game already, man? Don't get me wrong. It's fair to hate on IGN, but like, I think this is kind of cool. I was interested, but requiring phone to play instead of option to play straight on PC online with friends instead is a no. Iron Mark, same concept gameplay as Gloomhaven without the phone requirement. For me, though, that's kind of what the cool element to it is now. Maybe not having the option to do it on PC online probably is a bit of a barrier for people who want to play it like that. Or, you know, I like the idea of being able to do that. Okay, all right, cool, interesting. I'm intrigued. I am definitely intrigued. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You guys reckon? Yo, guys, as well, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It's very much appreciated. And, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Have we got anything else that we want to check out here? Or should we just hop straight into the game? Actually, I want to check out this video.
Okay, I don't even know what the
I like to watch a little bit of Steorg from time to time, so let's check out his latest video. I can't keep up with ZZZ anymore. Okay, all right, interesting. I've just got to 1.2 myself. I've been a little bit behind so far. Been enjoying it, loving the visuals in the new area as well. Didn't manage to get Caesar, but I'm going to try and get Bernice.
Okay, I don't even know what the title
I do
of
like
this
a character
video is
as well.
gonna be, but it's just
For
me
reasons.
talking about ZZZ.
It's not the
I want to
reasons
talk
on
about
screen.
how this game, in terms of content creation, is going on, and the approach of the devs that people are not caring about. A little rant about Bernice. We're just gonna talk about ZZZ. I just logged in to try Bernice. I was excited for her, and not for Caesar. And people were asking me, where are the Caesar videos? I'm not enjoying the game as much. Like as I said before, I'm playing it very, very casually.
I think ZZZ is a game to play very casually anyway, in my opinion. But I seem to be enjoying the game more and more as time goes by. I enjoyed the game from day one, but I've definitely, like, as time's gone by, I've been finding myself having more and more fun with the game. I think the combat's decent. It's got a little bit more nuance than what you originally realise. It's going to get more looking at how the characters are developing. I'm liking the story. I'm really liking the characters. The cutscenes and animations in the cutscenes are top tier. Clears everything in this space at the moment. And yeah, I really like the premise and the style of the game. It just keeps getting better, in my opinion. And as somebody who's a TV enjoyer as well, I know they've kind of ripped it out the story now. But yeah, man, I quite like the game, actually.
And also, I said before
Definitely
that
more
I'm
casual,
pretty busy these days, so there's not a lot of videos that are going. I literally got the early access for the characters, but I didn't have time. If we look at ZZZ currently, the viewership for this game is pretty low. And this is coming from...
I have been saying this for a while, though. For me, I think this game is very fun to play, but it's not so fun to watch, if that makes sense. And that's somebody who streams it from time to time, so I know I'm like thinking, like, well, what's the point in streaming it? I just kind of stream where I enjoy playing sometimes and hope that people tune in because they just enjoy hanging out. But yeah, I do. I don't know what it is either, because the game looks good, the combat's stylish, the characters are really fun. I think the most enjoyable thing to probably watch in this game, and this is coming from me personally, is watching somebody play the story, because I think the story is actually cool and it's got really good cutscenes. Now, the rest of the content, less so. But yeah, I've found that. That's kind of been my thought process. Game's really fun to play, not so fun to watch.
Somebody who gets very good views when he makes ZZZ content, but when I see most creators, even some of my videos, are not getting that much attention because the game isn't getting that much attention anymore. I think ZZZ was going downhill.
I've definitely noticed when I do videos about ZZZ, I'll get less views than when it's about Wuthering Waves or Genshin. But to be fair, I think I've kind of catered a bit of an audience on my channel that prefers to hear things about Wuthering Waves and Wuthering Waves adjacent, because when I do talk about new gacha games that are up and coming, people don't really seem to care about those videos, which is fine, but you know, just something I've noticed.
Well, until we saw how Hoyo actually could listen. Like, I'm saying that to show you that at the worst possible situation, if the game is doing really badly, Hoyo will show us that they can do a good thing. They can change the game to the better. They can do the devs listen. It's sad that it has to get to this state, but I'm gonna be real. For everyone who doesn't play ZZZ, the devs are doing a great job currently. Every patch, they're...
Is this a content creator take, though? I think there's still plenty of people playing the game. I guess we'll see over the coming months in regards to revenue and stuff. I think there's still plenty of people playing the game. I just don't think there's plenty of people interested in the content. And I think sometimes content creators, when we're in our content creator bubble, we're like, oh, well, no one's watching this video. Guess people don't care about this game anymore. When there's lots of games out there that really don't do very well in content creation, but lots of people play them. Lots of people enjoy them. They're just not that interested in watching videos about them.
Doing good. They're making good changes to the game. And I think, like, in a year from now, ZZZ will kind of be a complete game. Like,
same here, really.
Have fun playing it as a free-to-play and just doing the content and the story in the game. For me, like, if I'm not playing a game, I'm not gonna make as much content for it. Like, I just wanna have fun. But of course, as I said, I came back to Bernice and holy, she's so cool. Like, this is probably the first sub DPS that is like Yinlin in Wuthering.
Damn, bro, look at those. Jeez.
Waves, she's so cool, but before that I have to pay the bills. If you want to top up in Zilla Zone Zero or any gacha game, LD Shop is the great place. LD.
Or is this a new one now? Because what's the other one? Loot Bar GG or .gg or whatever it is. Okay.
Shop is made by the same people who made the LD Player emulator. All you need is your server and game ID, and it's safe and reliable. And all of that is for cheaper prices. So all you have to do is put your UID, put your server.
So these work off currency differences, don't they? Basically. Yeah, man. I don't get me wrong. I've heard people swear by, like, I think, is it Loot Bar, whatever it's called, swear by it, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. I just, yeah. And you just never know, because I don't think these things are actually sanctioned by the devs, are they? And I haven't heard of anybody getting their account banned. Yeah, I just don't trust it. I'd rather pay the little bit more money, if I'm honest. You know what? You're paying $343 there. You've saved $21, which is a decent amount of money, but still, yeah, you know, you've had to pay $343 to save 21. If you're only spending like 30 quid, you're probably going to save a couple of quid, which I think I'd rather pay the couple of quid for the comfort of knowing that everything's going to go fine.
Choose your bundle, and as you see, I got it. And for currently newly registered users, they will all get 5% off, 2% off, and full discount coupons. And people who register using my link will receive another 5% off, which can save you a maximum of $50. Make sure to click on the link in the description to visit LD Shop now. So yeah, I really like the Bernice playstyle and how she makes you burn. The double flamethrowers are super cool, and how she makes them bleed so powerful. I just think she has a very good kit. A first sub DPS, real sub DPS in the game that does damage on field. Looking at this, looking back at when Jane Doe came out, I was just saying, yo, Jane Doe will change the meta forever. And yeah, I think Jane Doe changed a lot, but the thing is, the meta in this game is still changing a lot by just adding one character. Like, it's not that...
I think the meta's going to change massively in this game over time. You know, like, have we got any true healers at the moment yet? I don't think we have we? That's going to be coming, isn't he? You know, I think we've got a lot of meta changes coming in this game and mechanic changes coming in this game over the next year or two, in my opinion. I really do believe that. I feel like people are going to look back in 12 months' time and this game is going to be totally different in regards to how the combat works. I really do believe that. I think you had the right approach, though. Play what you like. If the attention drops away, still play if you like. Exactly, yeah.
Stable, I just want to have fun, really, so you can say that the game is still changing drastically every single version. And I'm not gonna lie, it's sort of that I don't think the game is bad, but I think that it's just a personal thing that I'm not enjoying it as much. I don't know, maybe people can relate to that in the comment. What do you think about ZZZ currently? Is it really still that fun? Or aside from the story, by the way, the story is incredible. I think that storytelling in this game is really exceeding expectations in a lot of games.
I like the fact as well that it's not tropey like a lot of the gacha games where, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm an enjoyer of tropes. I am. If done well and not like just created badly, I like a trope. I like the chosen one trope. I haven't got an issue with amnesia cliches and that sort of stuff. Like, you know, I don't want too much of it, and we do have a lot of it. But I don't mind it. I genuinely don't. I'm not one of those like, oh god, I turn off as soon as I hear that. As long as it's done well. But I do like the way the main characters, i.e. you, Wise, Belle, whoever you decide to play. If you choose Wise, then you just wrong. But if you choose to play Belle, like you should, you're just a weak human. You're just a normal human who is susceptible to to everything like you would be in this world, and the cast of characters around you are the powerful ones. You just happen to be really good at what you do, like you know, as being a proxy, and you've got the AI that you get into, that you come into contact with, that really helps you be good at your job, instead of just being this all powerful, omnipotent being that's just happened to have forgot the memory of how amazing they are, and everybody lets you know how amazing you are. And as I say, I don't have an issue with that, but I just think it's a cool way to approach a story in my eyes, and a little bit more down to earth. We're still having this fantastical thing going on, and you being involved with all these fantastical people without you yourself it being a power fantasy, you know what I mean?
Even if you don't compare ZZZ to gachas, it's still not insane, but I kind of think that ZZZ has a story that it's kind of in its own league, especially in terms of storytelling compared to gacha games. They're doing a very great job in making a good story, a fun story. When you look at it, a lot of our complaints, like the TVs and things like that, are getting fixed.
And not even just top tier in the gacha space, like, they are killing it. The animations within the cutscenes in this game at AAA, they're just straight up AAA. Like I've said, I would watch a full series of the of this using the animation style they use as a proper full-on series, big budget series, because it's that good in my opinion.
So as much as I'm not enjoying as much this game, I cannot hate on a game when I see the devs doing a good work, when I see the devs listening. Just like I do with Wuthering Waves, like, the game is listening, the game is changing, the game is adding a bad thing and then they make it good. This is a thing that I really like about a dev. This is what makes your game alive, this is what can save your game at least. But the problem is the core of the gameplay in this game, if it doesn't change, I don't think the game is gonna blow up. Don't get me wrong, I think the gameplay is cool, but a lot of people do not like it. They quit the game from the start because they thought the game is very mashy, and as I said before, the more you play the game, the harder content you get, you can get more rotations to your characters, so it's not that mashy anymore. Although even with this, like, now we have the full picture of the game, a lot of the things are mashy, a lot of
I think maybe we'll start to see the character switch and the assist change over time. But I think, as I said, I think we'll start to see more characters coming into the game that add a little bit more to the meta. I do, as I say, I think, like, you know, this game was definitely a bit of a different take for Hoyo. And we're going live with it, aren't we? You know, I think we're going to see the changes happen over time. And I think we're going to see quite drastic changes as well. And can I just say, guys, how can people play the game without clicking on the fucking things to get rid of all these exclamation marks?
Things are easy. The game is still very casual.
Click on
I don't
them.
know, like, I kind of need help in here. What is the most fun aspect of ZZZ that I don't know, might make content of, or even just play for myself? Currently, I'm just, you know, losing a little, so I don't know, maybe quitting, maybe should take a break from the game so I can come back and have fun even more with it. That's for my...
I think it's always good to take a break sometimes from gacha games. I think if you're having a little bit of a maybe burnout, or you're finding yourself losing that enjoyment, I think taking a break, letting a few patches roll out, maybe just coming back in here and there just to try and get some pulls if there's a character you want to get, so you're not missing out on that side of things, but not actually playing the story. You know what I mean? Now, if you're free to play, going to be a little bit more difficult because you're going to have to do content to get stuff for pulls. But if you're going to spend a little and you're just going to chuck 20 quid here and there and hopefully get a couple of pulls when you hop on and off the game, I think that's the best thing to do, because I have found myself having a lot of fun with gacha games that have been out for a while. You know, like I took a break from ZZZ, not because I wanted to, it was just other stuff happening. And I've had a bunch of content to play through and I've still just got to 1.2. So you can enjoy it a little bit more, because gacha games obviously do this, you know, you get these slabs of content in sections. And sometimes, although that's the way the games are designed, it can be a detriment to your enjoyment, especially from a story point of view, because you really start to get on a story beat and then it just cuts dead and you have to wait a couple of weeks, you know what I mean, for the new start of the story, or potentially even a bit longer. And I think it can be, you know, it can dampen the enjoyment of the story. So definitely, I think taking a break sometimes and just letting the game get a few patches, get some extra content, and then just come and just chisel through a bunch of content all in one go.
A personal thing. Like, again, I think the game is in a healthy situation. Like the game is still generating good revenue. It's still gonna go down or stay the same in the next month, and people might clown on it, who knows, but it's still a healthy situation, especially if the devs are listening. The thing is, I do not know how many people are relating to what I'm saying. Like, is it just me? The game is not as much fun anymore, or the game is not as fun. Like, some people are saying, oh, the game is cool because a lot of fan servers, and that's fine. That's not my thing. Like, this is not why I play a game. I know that a lot of these gachas have a lot of Gunner material, but at the end of the day, there is a lot of other things in that game that are fun, like the challenges and gameplay and things like that. The good thing is, I'm not feeling as much FOMO in this game. Like, I'm treating it as the dev said, a side gacha game. Like, gacha games are a side game. ZZZ is a side gacha for me. So I do not care as much about the meta or the characters as much, so I can make a lot of videos about them. That's the other thing. I do care a lot.
So, look, I'm not trying to put words in Steorg's mouth here. I think he's probably having a bit of a thing with the game as well. But I definitely do think sometimes as content creators, we get content creator brain. And it sometimes might subconsciously make us come to a choice on a video game, especially if that video game's not doing well, you know? You're putting content up, people are not really interested, so you find yourself maybe not grinding for the content, and then you find yourself finding other games that are doing better, and you're playing more on those, and it tends to make you lean towards those other games, and you can find yourself feeling a bit more negatively towards the game because it doesn't do as well for you. You're like, well, I just wasted a few hours there making this video and uploading it, and I could have put something else up and done better. Not saying that's exactly how he's feeling, but I think sometimes that can be a little part of it, can seep into how you think as a content creator. I've definitely been there myself in the past, you know. There's been games that I really liked, I started playing, that did terrible on my channel. I kind of dropped them, and then I had less enjoyment with playing with them because, I don't know, probably at the back of my head, I was like, fucker, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know what I mean? But I've definitely found that. And it's a bad way to think as well. I've finally, at the moment, I'm in a good place with content like that. I don't do that. You know, if there's a game I want to play and nobody cares about watching it on stream or anything, I'll just play it off stream. You know what I mean? I'll just play it off stream, or sometimes I'll just play it, and if nobody turns up, then fuck it, I don't care.
A lot about the meta in the Wuthering Waves. It's changing constantly.
Hey, what's up, Chase?
And they're adding a lot of new endgame that is changing the meta, because I'm not playing it as casually as ZZZ. I think casual players are loving the shit out of the game. I think a lot of people have ZZZ as their favorite game, and I can see that perspective. It's not for me. I'm playing it casually, might be fun from time to time, but not just playing every day. And the thing is, I know that I'm currently in the gacha scene. It's just the gacha community. Look, I just made a new channel. If you want to check it out, it's your TV. I made 2 videos. They already got more than 1,000 views, and they're just, I think the channel is doing fine already by just 2 videos. Anyway, that's just a rant. I'm not expecting the video to get as much views. I'm just talking about to my subscribers here and what they think about ZZZ currently. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.
See what I mean? Even at the end of the video, they're saying, like, I'm not expecting the video to get as many views. And obviously he knows his content, and he's probably true. But you know what I mean? That CC brain creeping in. We all go through it. We all go through it as content creators. You know what I mean? It's I think sometimes it makes you question everything what you're doing, because especially if it becomes your job and it's bringing in revenue, or at least some revenue, and it's topping up your job or whatever, or it's allowing you to maybe work part-time, you know, and you're living decently from doing that. It can, you know, you can start to get into that, like, that mental block in regards to games. So let me just check out his second channel a second, because he said I'm gonna drop some, because I do like okay, he's doing different stuff here. Okay, interesting. What we got here? This is why these games will never die. The future of open world games are Dragon Ball, Sparking Zero, changing anime games. The cringe side divide. Actually, we watched this. Did we watch this yesterday? I think we did, didn't we? Did we even copy the title? What's he mean? Oh. What are we on about then? What do you want me to do? Yeah, I found that as well. I was, because I think, is it with one? Oh yeah. I think it's just with one O, isn't he? Yeah, I found that myself, because like I was searching for him before, and I was like, dude, why does this channel keep popping up? And then I forgot his English channel's 2 O's, isn't he?
هذه هي فورينا شخصية
Yeah, dude, I think this is what sometimes happens with some content creators. Because, like, I'll see people, and then, like, they're uploading multiple times a day, and then I look and they've got 2, 3 channels, and I'm just like, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it, you know what I mean? Now, I suppose if you've got, you speak different languages, multiple languages, then you can just do the same video in 2 different languages for a different audience, which I suppose is less of a workload, you know, you just do the voiceover for the same edited content. Yeah, man, I don't know how some people do it. Like, I set up a second channel to try and stream non-gacha stuff too, and upload videos over there. It lasted about a month, man, if that. Because I was just like, I don't know if I can be arsed trying to do 2 channels, man, you know what I mean? Just too much. What percent of gacha gamers are on mobile, do I think? Oh, I think it depends on the game, if I'm honest. I think if you're going to look at something like Wuthering Waves, now, obviously, I'm just pulling this out my ass, but I wouldn't be surprised if, like, 70% of the player base of something like Wuthering Waves is mobile, I mean PC, and when it comes to PlayStation, I think that mobile base will shrink even more, because I know there's just anecdotally, obviously small test base, but I've had multiple people come into my videos and my streams and say, yeah, I've got the game on mobile or on my tablet, I've played it a few times, but it just runs like crap and I can't really enjoy it, and this was before controller support as well, and they're like, I'm just waiting for it to come to PS5 and then I'm going to be playing it. So I think Wuthering Waves is probably skewed a little bit more in that regards, but oh, I don't know, man. Depends on the game, really. You know, for things like Zenly Zone Zero, Genshin, Star Rail, I think you could be looking at potentially 50-50, 60-40 maybe towards mobile, maybe. Because of the massive audience in China. But there's a lot of people obviously on console and on PC as well, because of, like, they just get out on everything. But, you know, then it depends, like, you know, I guess, like, you could be looking at other types of mobile games, like, let's say, like, something like AFK Journey. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 90% mobile, just because the game's really designed heavily for mobile, and the type of game it makes more sense to play on mobile anyway. But if I had to look at it as a whole, I'd probably say it's probably about 70% mobile, because there's a lot of gacha games out there, and a lot of them that literally just are only on mobile as well. I just done counting. We're with this patch, got approximately 12k asteroids equals 76 pull yield without monthly pass or BP. I have 139, because, no, actually I don't. I've got 9. I did have 100. Actually, have I got 130? No, 9. Not enough for a pull anyway. Because if you haven't watched my video from earlier, FOMO reduced a little bit, especially for me. Yoo-hoo is going to be on the 1.4 standard banner, so you don't have to pull for Gian if you want to get her. Just wait. She's also going to be available in the Afterglow Coral shop as well for 80 Afterglow Coral. If you already get her, it turns into a wave band. I don't know if the price goes down to 55 like the other ones, or it just stays 80 because she's a new character. Yeah, you don't have to pull for her on the main banner when Gian drops. But obviously, if you want to get your copies and stuff like it, you might want to do that. It depends. You might just want to chuck a couple in. I don't know. Whittle away some pity. But I think for me, I'm probably going to just wait for 1.4 and then pick her up in the Afterglow Coral store, or just pick her off of the standard banner. So that's really good for me, because I know I can get her now and I don't have to pull on Gian's banner, because I am skint on my account at the moment, and I really want to keep chipping away to get C2 Shorekeep, and I've got like 5 days left, so I did chuck a tenner on earlier, I'll tell a lie. I chucked a tenner on. I'm probably gonna have to chuck a little bit more on as well, just to get it. I'm going into soft pity now, so I'm close. So I want to get C2 Shorekeeper, and then I can totally skip Gian's banner, and then I can just start stacking for what's it then? For Camellia and Yinlin, because I want to get Yinlin's weapon. I want to get Camellia, and I want to get Yinlin's weapon, and I want to try and get Lumi as well. But obviously the Lumi situation will probably be the same as well, so you don't have to. So big move from Kuro, you know, removing a lot of the FOMO there for people like me, who it's good. So the people who want to get Gian got plenty of opportunity to get a bunch of copies of Yoo-hoo, and then people like me, you know, I've got the opportunity to get her on the standard banner. Less of an opportunity, you know, it's diluted, but still, it's there. Like, I'll probably just try and stack some Afterglow Coral and get her in the get her in the Afterglow Coral. So I'm just short of 30k asteroids. I need all of them. The rates of free pull resources to put it in the main to banner each patch is pretty good in it is, yeah, it is. But don't get me wrong, her going into the standard banner, she's getting diluted in how much you're going to get her. Or, you know, if I continue to pull on the Shorekeeper banner, 1.4 drops, I start pulling on the Camellia banner, I'm going to start to build up enough coral that I'll be able to grab her out the store at least anyway. And then I can just start pulling on the standard banner repeatedly and hopefully get lucky and get some copies of her over time. You know? So that's a good thing. It's a good thing for me anyway. Makes it a little bit easier for me to lean into pulling on Camellia. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, yo, guys, I just want to say as well, before we get into it, thank you to everybody who, I'm going to have to watch it, ain't I? Say to watch later. Thank you to everybody who tuned into the video earlier. Killing it. Nearly 2k views already. You lot are awesome. Day one. It's pretty good for me. Well, according to my dashboard, it's done over 2k views now. 17% click-through rate as well. That's pretty decent. So that's like 1 in 5 people are clicking on the video when they see it. So I don't mind for my pre-roll. If possible, I want Kuro to incorporate filler patch character like Yao and Jeji to standard banner. Me interested actually, because I wonder what they would do with Yao. Because like if they do go through reruns, would Yao come back as a rerun? Do you know what I mean? Because the fact that he was free. Now I know his copies weren't, but do you reckon he would come back as a rerun banner, or like you say, go into a standard banner potentially? Are you going to summon this much? Fucking money. That's what, Chase. That's what. Or are you talking to Neo? Because for me, it's going to be getting dirty looks off my missus when she goes, why have you spent money on this fucking game again? Or you lot could just go watch all my videos over and over and over and over again, and then I'll pay for it that way, yeah? Yeah? Deal? Deal. The PC client's out now, ROG. PC client is out. I'm using the PC client. Apparently it's got issues though. To turn the camera, you have to hold left click and basic attacks right click, which is kind of sucky. But it's in beta at the moment, so hopefully that sort of stuff will get changed. But yeah, you can get it from the online now though. Oh, I don't know. I think it was. I think it was 20. Actually, it might have been more than that. I know at first it was saying 24. No, was it 24? Was it 2.4 and then... Actually, I don't know. I don't know, actually, you know. Hold up. I don't know if it was... Yeah, I think it might be 24 to 28. Don't quote me on that though. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, money. I think. Do you know who the rate up 4 stars are going to be for Jian's banner? He's going to be Yoo-Hoo, I think Mordefi, and is it Sanhua? I think. I believe so. Yoo-Hoo, Sanhua, and Mordefi. Yeah. I thought so, yeah. Which Mordefi's a good one as well, because he's good for Jian, Mordefi is. Because his ult's really good for Jian's heavies. Especially if you get him to, what is it? Is it C5? Is it C5 when he gets the extension on his ult? Yeah, Maud's decent. With Gian, really. You is for display. The reason I want Yoo-Hoo is I'm not expecting god tier gameplay. She's a 4-star at the end of the day. I just want to use her. I was going to say play with her then, and I was like, you know, that sounds really weird to say. I want to use her because obviously I know most of the characters are different and they all have their own flair to the gameplay, but she's mechanically different, isn't she? And I mean, how you actually interact with that, not so much what her attributes are as stats, how her abilities work with other characters, how you actually use her abilities. And after using it, when you get to use her in the trial, I just thought, oh, it's actually kind of cool. It's a little bit different, you know what I mean? I think that's why I want to get her, really. She's just got a little bit of a different vibe to her. And, you know, I like a little bit of a variety in my characters. So as all right, let's watch this one last video and then we're going to jump into the game. All right, guys. Yeah, I was running late today, man, because I had to install the game. I installed it yesterday and for some reason. I don't know if it didn't install properly or what, but I had to reinstall the game again, so it took the piss. Bummer. You won't be that good unless we're going to get 2 DPS character there's coordinated attack, but also scale with specific attack type. So, like, what I was thinking, won't she kind of be quite good with Morphe and Gian? Do you know what I mean? Won't she help make Morphe a little bit more effective and then in turn help make Gian a little bit more effective? Or am I talking shite? Alright, let's check out this video then from Kazahana, shall we, guys? Wuthering Waves new event is unmissable for Camellia. Okay, alright. I have put a video up today talking about the event, but let's see what he's got to say. Why is it unmissable for Camellia?
So as you may know, Wuthering Waves is actually beginning to conclude its kind of main part of version 1.3, which obviously is stuff to do with the Shorekeeper and the story around it. Now obviously we still have a whole second phase of the banner still to go with the Gian banner and Yohu still coming out, but in terms of the big update that everyone was waiting for, it's kind of coming to a close. And Wuthering Waves have actually released a ton of really helpful events to kind of help you get prepared for future updates and also future characters coming to the game, which I definitely think you can't miss out on. This includes stuff like a ton more.
Yeah, for me, man, I really want to get Camellia. I have noticed a lot of people commenting on my video saying that they don't mind skipping Camellia because they've got plenty of DPSs, which I think is a fair comment, actually. If you're looking at more of building your account out in regards to the roster and having a more efficient roster, makes sense, really, when you think about it. I just want it because I've just wanted it from the start of the game, man. I don't even care.
More materials for characters and also Asteroid where you can actually panel on some of the characters in the future. And well, in this video, we're going to be going through both of these events and talking you through how to actually claim a lot of the stuff in them, as well as talking about how Kuro Games are actually making these events and doing a lot.
Yeah, but you weren't going to have a healer. So it's true. It's true. When I'm thinking about that, when I'm thinking maybe challenges and maybe when you're not doing the hard content, maybe when you've just gone through stories, stuff like that, and you don't necessarily need it, you know, you're going to be able to clear it without it. And again, for challenges potentially, you know, if you're just trying to run stuff, you want to do some harder content without a healer, self-imposing challenges on you, kind of thing, like, you know what I mean?
This kind of stuff do help with the quality of life of the game, and also how it compares to other games. But before I get into this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy it, and also go over to my Twitch where I'm going to be streaming live. And we actually had a really interesting discussion on a lot of stuff to do with the, you know, state of Wuthering Waves. So I
You are gay. Okay.
definitely recommend you guys come and join us because again, we have a really fun time and it'll be down in the pinned comment or down in the description if you guys want to give it a follow, because then you'll get notified as soon as I go live. But let's get back into the video. So the first event, which is actually coming out today, the day that I actually record this video, it's called the Bountiful Crescendo event. Now you've probably seen this one about because it's something that comes up quite often. Now what the Bountiful Crescendo does, it pretty much gives you
I hear a lot of people say that, crescendo. It's crescendo, isn't it? Am I tripping? It is crescendo, yeah, as in the word, as in a crescendo, right?
limited time material double drop event. You just get extra.
Not judging at all, because like you hear me all the time. I'm from frigging Wolverhampton in the UK, man. I talk like, you know, I talk like my sister's my mom and my auntie at the same time. So like, I'm not judging.
Extra materials for farming them, which again is absolutely amazing. You got to be level 14 in the Union level, and this lasts all the way until the 24th of October. So it is quite a short period of time to actually do it. It's only a week long, so I definitely recommend you guys get the most out of this, because you know, some of the things you need to do is either complete a simulation challenge and forgery challenges during the event and spend wave plates for double rewards.
Crescendo,
Simulation
yeah,
challenge and forgery challenge share the double reward claims. During Bountiful Crescendo, you can claim double rewards 3 times a day, and the remaining double reward claims can be viewed on the Bountiful Crescendo event page. During Bountiful Crescendo, double rewards claims.
Skipping Camellia, yep, that's me. I wish I'm rich. I wish I was rich as well, but I really don't want to skip her. Like I say, I could cut short now. I'm quite deep into pity. I don't know exactly. I can't remember now. I'm let's say between 45 to 55 pity. I've got a guarantee. I could be like, you know what? Let's just hold off. Let's just hold off and we'll get a really easy. But I really want to get that C2 on Shorekeeper, that 40% attack on the Interstellar Realm. It's just like, I really want it, you know what I mean? I really want it.
Refresh daily at 4 o'clock server
It's not
time.
needy,
so again, that's
but I want
absolutely amazing. And if you're looking to pull any of the future characters, then this is going to be a really good thing for you to utilize, even if you're not planning on pulling a character anytime soon. Because as I said, we got Jian and Yoku coming out.
Can't expect a Twinkie Weed to know how to pronounce big words.
Soon, and obviously some people are going to be pulling for that, so this is going to be very, very useful for that if you want to kind of get that extra shell credits, get that extra character XP, get that extra echo XP, whatever it is that you need. I definitely recommend getting it because it does give you that boost. And Wuthering Waves have added this event for a reason. It's because, you know, the overall kind of farming of a lot of these materials is quite bad in the game at the moment, but they do kind of fix it with these limited double drop events, which obviously
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's just more that they're just like, you burn through them like anything, don't you, when you need to.
You know, if you miss out on, then it's going to feel much worse for you. So I definitely recommend, you know, making the most out of this, even if you just like join just for the event and leave. I definitely think it's going to be worth your time, but I also think it's going to be worth your time if you're, you know, looking to pull for Camellia too, because it means you can save up on a lot more kind of XP stuff and not have to worry about it whenever she actually comes out, meaning that it's not just limited to, you know, Jian pullers or Yohu pullers or whoever you're going for in the next banner. It's also for future characters, not even just Camellia. So I definitely recommend, if you guys haven't checked it out already.
Oh, the double drop's great, it really is.
Yeah, I'd definitely go do it. It starts today, so yeah, get on it. There's also this other event which has been a recurring thing as well, I'm pretty sure. And I played it on stream the other day and it was actually quite fun and actually helped me get a ton of materials for my team. And it's called the Solaris Weather Forecast. Now this is one where you pretty much do a series of like parkour events and they say featured platforming event. Oh no, the special agent.
I'd like to see more of that stuff just in the game in general. Just like, you know, I don't know, you can do some of the stuff over again, not, you know, the races and all that sort of stuff. But I'd like to see just more of that thrown into the game because they're just... I know some people are not really. I think they're kind of cool, man. I like little stuff like that. I want to see more of the 2D perspective switch stuff as well. Like, that stuff was enjoyable.
Of the Black Shores is currently looking for assistance to collect the surveillance data on the Lament with it, with the promise of generous rewards. If you're interested, go talk to him. And the duration of this is from the 10th of October to the 31st of October, so you still have quite a bit of time to do this, but I definitely recommend getting it over and done with because, again, you can get 400 Astrite for this, you can get 21 Forgery Advanced Supply, 16 Advanced Sealed Tube, 20 Advanced Resonant Potion, and 560,000 shell credits and other development materials, which...
Shell credits are always good. This is why I said early on in the game, I was like, make sure you take time to farm shell credits. You know, even if you go into the simulation now and again and just bashing out that couple of days of the week, doing a little bit of that, because you need them for everything, don't you? And I think people overlook them, and I think a lot of people, well, I've had a lot of people say to me that was where they get bottlenecks. They'd have plenty of mats, but they'd always be burning low on shell credits.
Again, it's great and it's going to really help you to level up your character,
Hey,
but not only that, it's going to help you pull on these banners, especially if you're free to play. So again, a lot of this stuff is going to be more centered around free to play kind of players because, again, if you're just paying for the game, then it doesn't really matter if you miss out on a few Astrite. But again, this is still really, really great, and they say the details: once the detection point is unlocked, you head to the designated area to start the challenge. After the challenge starts, surveillance datasets will appear. Try to collect as many surveillance datasets as possible all the time runs out. Rewards will be calculated based on the number of datasets collected. The more datasets you collect, the better are the rewards. Now, I actually tried this out on stream the other day, and again, it's a really, really cool event. Now, is it anything spectacular? No. But what I did find is that whenever I got to it, all of them you could actually do straight away. Now, obviously, I think it did come out daily at a time, but I was so late to it that they were just all on.
You ain't farming the simulator. I suppose it takes a little bit longer. Well, it doesn't really take long at all, actually. That's why I love Jian, man. That's why Jian is so clutch, you know, for that sort of stuff. Simulations, tacit fields, overworld stuff. Just get his ult charge and just go to town, man, and shit's done in no time.
Locked, meaning you can literally get 400 Astrite for about 10 minutes of work, which I think is actually a really, really good, you know, kind of ratio. And I definitely think that, you know, you should be doing this if you're free to play or if you just need those Astrite. Because again, the event was super easy as well. Each of the stages took me about 2 minutes. All you need to do is just run around the world, kind of grapple to stuff, and then you get these like little cube thingies which are the weather datasets. And then after that, you just claim your rewards in the events menu, and then you're done. And I think that's a very cool thing that Wuthering Waves have added. And it kind of points us at like a lot of the stuff that Wuthering Waves is doing to kind of improve that overall kind of quality of life, which maybe games like Genshin Impact aren't really doing that much, which I just appreciate a ton. And I think that, you know,
I just can't do it, man. Just can't do it, you know what I mean? Like, it's like even chases like that, stop spending, like, dude, I'll get like enough for one pull. I'm like, pull. I can't even stack up my Afterglow Coral. Like, the amount of times I'm like, oh, if I had some patience, I could get some wave bands, and I'm just like, I can't, dude. It's like, I've got like 10 pulls, let's go. You know what I mean?
I did a few kind of react videos the other day, which talked about some stuff to do with the quality of life of Genshin and Wuthering Waves, and kind of compared them, especially with stuff like...
for me, I think it's more early on. I definitely think people should definitely farm shell credits early on in simulation, I think. That's what I did, and I've never had an issue ever with cash. I'm probably like a little bit lower now. I don't know. I'm probably sitting about 5 million, but I built up multiple characters, and I've never been at a point where I'm like, I'm running low. I think the lowest I've ever gone to is like 2.5 million or something like that.
Like traversal and, you know, characters coming out, and it's clear to see how much Kura Games are actually kind of invested in their community, which I think is just great. And
so
a lot of these events
you get like 87k or something,
again,
don't you?
They're handing out a ton of free rewards, but it's not just because they felt like, oh, we need to hand out a few free rewards to keep people
happy. Game looks like a verse game, except way higher quality.
Needed. Now, it could be a thing that they could fix in the future. Obviously, you know, find some better ways to actually obtain some of these extra character level up stuff, because again, we have seen that in the past, and they have actually given out mail with like shell credits and stuff like that.
Don't get me wrong,
people are getting pretty
I probably
low on
would
them.
have.
And obviously this is only going to get worse as better characters come out and more interesting characters come out, because people are going to want to pull on them. And the more characters there are, the less materials you're going to have, because, you know, they're kind of going to be stretched around a lot of the characters. So it is good to see that they do add these kind of like quick fix events, which do kind of give you these materials and do kind of give you these like leg ups whenever it comes to a lot of these characters coming out. Because again, if you're someone that wanted to pull on Jian, maybe Yohu as well, and also wanted to pull on Camellia and Lumi, then you're going to be pretty screwed, and you're going to be pretty tight on a lot of these kind of, you know, materials and stuff.
What is this video?
So I definitely recommend, you know, doing these events, because it's going to give you that leg up. Now, I don't think this is enough to actually get us the, you know, across the finish line or anything. I think you're still going to be grinding for a couple of days, but it does kind of prove, you know, how much Wuthering Waves do respect your time, because usually, you know, Genshin Impact would just make you kind of get the character and then let you kind of farm for the next 2 weeks or something like that, which again isn't great, and obviously players don't really like that. Now, me personally, I don't mind farming.
Hey, you say they don't like it though, but it still makes a shit ton of money, so people are obviously, you know, they're obviously doing something right there.
Farming for a couple of days is kind of exciting, because again,
not
you
saying
can
I
get to a point where your character gets good. But I definitely think with Wuthering Waves, I think they've done it very well, where you don't need that many materials to actually level up some characters and to make them somewhat usable. And usually you have a big plethora of echoes in your inventory anyways, meaning that you don't need to go out and farm echoes as well, unless you needed something like more particular.
Hey, big freaking turtle with healing bonus. Yeah, I bet you ain't got a stack of them.
So again, they have overall like time respect a lot more, and I think that is just great, and it's really good that Kura Games are doing that. And I hope that Kura Games do that even more.
Oh, more asteroids, cut 120 pulls worth of asteroids each patch.
And on the topic of hot fixes, obviously this is quite old, this is from the 1st of October, but I just wanted to highlight a couple of fixes that Wuthering Waves made that I may not have mentioned in some big video, because again, it's not really worth talking about in a whole video. I didn't really want to stretch it out to like 8 minutes and, you know, make you guys wait there the entire time. But they actually released a little kind of fixes page thing saying, fixed an issue where the audio and video were out of sync in some parts of the main quest from the Echoes of Destruction, which again is great. It means they are trying to actively kind of make changes to their game. I didn't notice any kind of out of syncness or anything like that, but obviously they did, so it means they are kind of testing it themselves as well. They said fixed an issue in controller mode where customized button combos sometimes fail to take effect when pressed, which again is a very good one too, but it provides them with a lot of data for their PS5 version for future kind of stuff to do with the controller, which obviously is going to help them, you know, with the PlayStation. And then finally, they fixed an issue where inaccuracies appeared in the Japanese description of certain goals for trials, locations.
You guys just need to control yourselves and pull out your 401k.
Which again is a very common thing that we see in Wuthering Waves, which is a lot of mistranslation. I feel like that is just a mistranslation thing that they fixed there, but it is really good to see that Wuthering Waves are actually making changes to it and actually rectifying a lot of these issues.
I
Now,
got 2
we did
healing
get any
bonus,
rewards for these because obviously
impermanence,
these are some
herons
very
back to
small
back.
issues,
Ooh,
but a lot
nice.
of these hard fixes are really, really great to see, especially with the mistranslation one, as
I swear to God, man, healing bonus wants to come on everything but that stupid turtle.
mistranslation is a big issue in Wuthering Waves. I know I mentioned this a lot, but there is like a lot of past issues, obviously with the Shorekeeper recently, and also with previous ones like the Geon weapon, which had a much bigger repercussion because they mistranslated it. But I think now they're actually fixing it quickly, getting to it quickly so that, you know, an issue like this doesn't happen again. And hopefully Wuthering Waves and Kuro Games keep on doing this because, again, I'm really enjoying a lot of these updates coming out, and hopefully 1.4 can be even better whenever it does finally come out. Because Camellia should be here, I think, maybe by the start of November, maybe
got 6
a
of
little
them.
bit after that.
I think I've got...
But again, it's very exciting, and I think a lot of people
Dude, I think
are
I've got,
looking
like,
forward
2.
to her. And I can't wait to see what kind of trailers and stuff Wuthering Waves has to offer.
The one's dead because the
again,
substats
we
are
haven't heard
trash.
anything from them recently, meaning that we could be seeing something
I'll tell
coming
you what
out
happened
very,
than
very
that,
soon.
but I think they all
I
ended
just
up
wanted to keep you
bricked
guys
because there
updated
was just
with a couple
terrible
of these
rolls.
events going on, and just making sure that you guys don't miss them out, because again, they are very important to kind of getting forward in the game, and also just keeping you kind of like mentally sane during the whole kind of farming stuff, because again, I know how annoying it is to spend hours farming on materials because you forgot to do an event. So again, I definitely recommend to check out these events and stuff, and overall just a really, really good kind of fix from Wuthering Waves there. But yeah, that's what I got for this video. If you did enjoy it, then don't forget to...
You know what, though? I will give Kazahana credit. Dude made an 11-minute video out of basically talking about the Crescendo double drop event. You know, really, that's like a 30-second video if that was me. That's something that I probably wouldn't even make a video about. I'd probably just pop it up into the community tab to let people know, maybe. Or not even talk about it. So, like, you know what? Respect. Respect. Dude turned a 30-second video into an 11-minute video. You know? Gotta respect it. Respect. Respect the grind. Respect the grind. Let's get this game booted up then, shall we? Yo! I don't mind clickbait. I just think sometimes, like, videos end up being a little bit what's it for me. Oh shit, have I not done this? Have I not done this? Yeah, I don't remember now I had it. Created an account, that was what I did. Just in case, something comes up that I don't want to come up.
かの厄災と呼ばれる争いによって旧世界が破壊されてから200年以上もの時が流れた。
Hey, not full screen, bro. I don't full screen, bro. Oh, let's just let this go on and then we'll try and full screen.
生き延びた者たちはコルグと呼ばれる組織の指示に従いナノテクノロジーを用いて肉体と意識を切り離し
You know what, let's just skip this shit. Hold up. Yeah. Let me just get past this and we can always hopefully re-up that. I'll bring the Elgato down a little bit for you guys.
ここには誰もいないよ、アドミンさん。みんな避難してくれて本当によかった。こっちもいないよ。
What the fuck?
この車両かなりボロボロなんだけど。それじゃあ今回の揺れってベインクエイクじゃなかったのかな。この音は。
When I started the game, his VA was in English. Really? It's like you. Fuck, that is loud. Why can't I full screen, bro? Can't even stretch the game out, can I? What's going on, Chornax? Probably JP for PC. Man, it's super loud. Alright, we'll have to get to whatever we can get to. Okay, so, alright. So we can rotate the camera with E and Jay's. We'll have to change that. We'll see if we can change that. Yeah, I can't change anything at the minute. It feels like it's running smooth though. Okay, so I've got to... Oh man, the keybinds are fucking messed up for me being a lefty. Proper messed up for me. Okay, that's kind of cool. I need to get to something where I can have a mess with the whatty. They don't have free cam, so you can rotate the cam with Q and E, or you can hold left click, which is kind of messed up. This is what people have been moaning about. Actually, they're saying that this needs to change, so we can lock onto people with tab, can we? Controller feels a lot smoother for you on this. Might have to be something we use, actually, considering the control scheme's fucking shit. Just need to get to a bit where I can control, like, have a mess with the options. People were saying that use dodge to evade behemoth's attacks. A successful dodge triggers a modified dodge skill. What's dodge space? So I can't. So damn man. So basic attack isn't right click. It's J. That's so messed up for me, and I'm keep tracking outside the game because it's in Windows mode. You'll have to bear with me, guys. You'll have to bear with me. It's gonna be a bit jank until we can get to do some controls. What's these? Deal damage to earn modified points. Modified mode. What was that? I'm just gonna press my ult. Between targets. Can't switch between targets. What? Yeah, this is super awkward at the moment. Super awkward. Feels nice though. If it wasn't for this control scheme, this would actually feel really good. Okay, I'm gonna dodge in because I have stamina. Alright. I can't at the minute, no. You know, in the emulator, keybind basic attack and space and dodge on the right click. Yeah, dude, that's... Why would they do that? They'd have those options... Have those options in the emulator, but not on the client. It's so weird. Let's get the current situation. Boulder Behemoth Vizbane escaped through a rift into the source layer. Just when it couldn't get any worse, it's already going crazy. If you ignore it, it'll probably destroy as many planar barriers as it can. I will say, though, it's smooth, and I quite like the action combat. It's just the control scheme's so bad at the moment that I can't actually enjoy it. But if we pursue it, then Veren Zenkibo will have to enter the source layer. I'd use controller. I might have to. I'm just the co-commander for this operation. Whether we have rookies take that risk is up to you. The only thing is, I don't know if I plug in a controller now, it'll work properly. Pardon me. Let me do stuff now, please. Let me go after them, admin. Okay, so we're the admin now. We're not a commandant. We're not an adjutant. We're the admin. If we don't stop it, it'll cause another quake, and more people will suffer because of it. She's right. Besides, she has a senior. She has her senior here with her, and I'm not going to let anything happen to her. Wait, she's a senior. Okay, makes sense. What's she, like a 12-year-old that's really 3,000 years old? Zenkibo, didn't you get your tenure only a couple of months before Ver did? That still makes her her senior. We joined Aether Gaze to protect everyone around us, just like what we're doing right now. So I can't just sit this one out. Admin, let us handle the behemoth. Understood. Temporary squad, Verthan and Zenkibo, please proceed to the Source Slayer to continue pursuit. The behemoth must be destroyed. Stay vigilant, admin. I will use the Mima system to offer you support. Okay, cool. Can you give me the control scheme system? That'd be the best support for me. I've got a B as well, man. I'm gonna get trash fucking Watsits because I can't do shit. Okay, let me do things. Aether Geyser command room. They're in. You're pretty worried about them, aren't you, admin? The training handbook says that the Source Layer is a structural foundation of this world. Everything we see around them is determined by the data in the Source Layer. But now an ever-increasing number of Vizbane are doing constant damage to the Source Layer, resulting in frequent disasters around the world. It's true, the Source Layer is practically a Vizbane playground now. Aether Geyser was established so that it could one day stamp out every last one of those bastards. The UI oh, is it different? Maybe it's, maybe it is not a full-on, but maybe it is actually a port, like, in terms of, like, UI and that sort of stuff. With the PC client, the UI updates. Oh, did they, Jornax? Okay, alright. Yeah, the models are actually decent. According to you guys, I was nearly dragged into the Source Layer by Vizbane, but I can't remember any of it. Oh, wait, I've never heard that before. If I could remember what happened, then maybe it could help me with your operation. A bit of amnesia? Hey now, don't beat yourself all over it. You passed the test without a hitch and became our admin. Admin, I've arrived at the subway station. Is this where Zenkibo and Vert enter the Source Layer? That's right, they should already be there by now. Understood, then leave the mission support to me. Or did you contact Poseidon? During the first quake? Since the quake was greater in scale and came without warning, I was concerned that the situation could get... Hey. I'll let you talk. Nicely done, and I was worried that you... Yeah, right, whatever. This operation should be much safer with Poseidon. Dude, I just want to adjust my settings now. So this is a gateway to the Source Layer. It's not exactly the coziest place, is it? Look over there. A warp node. Did that Vizbane use it to escape? No point in guessing. Let's go after it and see for ourselves. Have the Thade use skill 1, rapid stab to quickly close in on the enemy. See, like, my skill is O, I... No, what is it? U, I, and O. What the fuck, bro? Do you know what I mean? This is kind of set up for you to be using both hands on the keyboard. Does it actually want me to do that? Use skills 1, 2, and 3 to instantly end this skill 1's cooldown. Third hand skill 1 becomes evolved in... I'm missing what it said. Use skill 2 to place a runic mark on an enemy. Attack marked enemies with evolved skill to gain Divine Grace. Okay, alright. When the Divine Grace is full, skill 3 will be enhanced. Okay. Alright. I really need to, let me just try and see if I can plug in my pad a second. I ain't gonna be able to. Dude, this is impossible to do, man. I need to do what it wants me to do. Okay. And then what? Is it you? Okay, there's just him left, Joe. And I'll just kill him. Okay, we can't just kill him. Alright. Jesus, bro! Why would the game boot up like this on PC? Like, if they're gonna give you such a trash control scheme, at least let me adjust my control setup straight away. I wonder if I can back out and go into the bit with the login screen and actually adjust it from there. You know what I mean? Because how much of the game is it gonna make me play before I can do that? Okay, we have someone new with us today. Add Zenkibo to your squad. Join. Engage. Like, what's this do? Oh, okay. Let me skip this shit. Yeah, I need to skip it, man. Is there no way to get into any options here? Hold it. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Hold on a second. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something. Okay? Try something here. Give me a moment. Let's see if we can force the hand here, maybe. Okay. So is it EN voice acting as well? Out of curiosity. User fix. Is that all we've got? I haven't actually... Hold on, switch accounts. I can't do anything with it from here, can I? I don't know if this pad will work as well. I don't know where... Oh, here it is. I got it. I got it. I don't know if this wire will work either. I'm robbing Rosie's wire. There is the voice acting up until a certain point. Right, okay. This pad. What was that for a red set? I think that's for a red setting too. Shit, where's the pad wire then? Well, this has turned out great, innit, boys? Maybe should have troubleshooted this before I got on. Professional streamer here, professional streamer, you know? We'll do it live, we'll do it live. Okay. And it's been ages since I used a pad. At least we can at least try and struggle through with a pad until we can maybe adjust some of the settings. As somebody who's not a pad user, yeah, not for me. I'm hating the fact that I'm still having to play in window mode at the moment. This is, I bet it's gonna, oh, there we go. From the pad now. Okay. Come on! Stop trolling me! The joys of PC gaming. Yo, what's going on, Bam? The joys of PC gaming sometimes, chat. He's working just as well. I fucked it up, ain't I? Bro, really? I'm gonna have to close the game down again and... Okay. Okay, there we go. Right, alright. Better than that control scheme we was just using anyway then. Dude, it feels so weird playing a game on pad. Feels so weird playing a game on pad. So with this, I don't think you character swap, do ya? Do ya? I'm not too sure. I don't think you do ya? I think you just have your character like running with you. I think so anyway. Combat feels kind of nice, so we just need to be using the mouse and keyboard here. As first impressions go, with the launcher, not very good, not gonna lie. I've had better experiences. No swap, only support, nice, okay. Now if I could just get the supportive control in my control scheme, that'd be lovely. They can do special attacks. What can you like? Do they do that automatically, or do they like kind of like tagging attacks kind of thing? Like, does it work kind of like, because like in solo level and rise, you've got some modes where it's full on swapping, and then you got the other modes where you just tag them in kind of thing, don't you? Stranger, why did he get so quiet around here all of a sudden? I'm a little bit annoyed that I've had to skip some of the story though. Not gonna lie. If we were in nature, this would mean all the nearby animals have gone into hiding. Something bigger and badder is definitely on its way. I see you really know a lot, Zenkibo. Just a little something I picked up along the way. Prepare for evasive action. A foreign object is approaching your position from the sky in the east. How's the volume as well? Specific combination attack with specific character together. Okay. Jet black beast with wings swoops down from midair, leaving her hair-raising claw marks in the ground. That was close. A hot damn sneak attack. Let's see, it's coming back over. Get over here or you'll be swept away by that wind. Ooh, well, who's that? Hello. Poseidon? I ain't gonna say nothing about the characters, you know, because Terra Fantasy was super sus earlier. We was watching the trailer, character comes in, cool animations, cool attack, very big jugs, bit of juiciness, you know, bit of jiggle physics, I meant. And then the one character saying, come to the tavern afterwards. And he's all like, yeah. And then she gets off of the computer and she's like, oh, come to the tavern, but I'm a miner. It's like, bro, why would you do that? Why would you do that? That is so wrong. Why would you do that? Do you plan to make this as your main game? I don't know about main game, but the combat seems quite nice, so I'd definitely like to play more of it. But I need a better input method. I don't really want to be using pad, if I'm honest. I'm not a pad enjoyer. And I've got to get to the point where I can make it full screen, that's for sure. I hate this when games do this. You know, when they don't allow you to access settings until you've gone through some bullshit at the start of the game. I'm not a fan of that at all. I don't know why they have to do that. I just think it's bad game design. You know what I mean? The game's like, oh, you got to play 20 minutes and then we'll let you mess with the settings. It's like, come on, man. I fixed Bane. Okay. Oh, is she a healer? Interesting. I must admit, it's quite hard to use the pad for me. Not so much that the pad's hard itself, it's just remembering the buttons. I like the graphical style though, I really do. The game's quite pretty actually. It's running smooth as well, which it should do with continuous in window mode. We're getting 1 million frames a second. Admin level 6. Plus Swigs. Swigs limit up. What are Swigs? I don't know, but we got some. So we got an A character, 2 B characters, 10 experience. We got some of these. These kind of look like asteroids, don't they? Oh, here we go. Are we at a point where I can do something here? You should increase your team's power before entering the source layer. Okay, I guess we'll do this then first. Who's this then? Vithandi. Battle records are ready. Tap, level up, quickly absorb combat knowledge. Alright, attack up to 178. Defense, max HP. Okay. Oh, dude, it's so cumbersome using a pad. In addition, we can also enhance the performance of our modifiers by raising their skills level. Okay, so characters are called modifiers then. Go back to the main screen. The squad's ready. Continue with your mission. Can I please let me, come on, man. Please let me do something. Don't force me to carry on with the game. Source worlds. If I click on that. Alright, if I click on that. Can I go back to... Nah, I can't even do that, can I? Oh, it's going to make me do it, isn't it? It's going to make me do it. Even update the idle animation too. Have they? See, like, I want to play this properly. Okay, cutscene seems okay as well. Character model's decent. She just fell on her face. Everything other than the launcher at the moment and the control scheme, I'm approving of. I'm approving of here, chat. I just need to get it into full screen and be able to play it properly. If I have to play with the pad until they get the controls updated, I'll have to do that, but I'd rather not. Again, as I say, as somebody who's not really a pad user anymore. But I'll do it. I'll do it if I have to. Oh, okay. That's cool. Multi-directional attacks. So we get like a perfect dodge kind of thing then, I guess. Have we got a block as well? Oh no, that just... Okay. Are we supposed to be attacking the tower? How do I lock on with the pad? Clicking in the analog stick, yeah? Yeah, I think so, yeah. Okay, so that's like our dash, okay. You know what? This game's kind of sick, actually. I just want to be able to play it properly. What's he called? The BT boyfriends. There's the behemoth's weak point. Finish it off now. Let's do this together. When the ultimate skill of a specific combination of characters is full, tap any character's ultimate skill icon. Ultimate skill change use all ultimate skill charge of the characters in the combination for have stronger effects. Oh, okay, I see him at the top right, yeah, left and down. Okay. Use an ultimate skill chain between Ver and her teammate to defeat the enemies. What, so do I actually, like, do up, down, left kind of thing, like, or up, left, down? Oh, does it just automatically do it? Oh, okay, okay. So it doesn't matter which one I choose? Or does it? Okay, alright. I like the character designs, though. I just want to be able to see them properly now. You know? The behemoth's life signs are weakening and the Bane energy levels are rapidly decreasing. Okay, the target is being eliminated. Yeah! We did it, thank goodness. Presentation's quite decent though, isn't it? Go back and pick up our vacations where we left off. Can we pick up the settings? I'd appreciate that. Nice settings as well. It was a difficult mission on short notice, but thankfully everything went smoothly in the end. Poseidon, thanks for saving the day. We owe the success of the mission to you. So are we like all in a digital realm then when we're doing all this? I'm just happy that everyone's okay. Be sure to use the time you have left to get some good rest in that concludes the operation. Well done, everyone. Yeah, so far I'm liking the character design as well. Aether gaze a command room. After cutting off the communication, Bulda turns her gaze to figure who had been standing in the doorway behind her for a good while. How long have you been spying from back there? Ooh, who's this? Since you guys discovered the behemoth, more or less. Now that's mean. While the temporary commander and the rookies were frantically rushing around, their leader was enjoying the show from the shadows. He's a male character or waifu only? Don't know, yeah. You guys in the chat might know, yeah? Yeah, basically all of humanity is digital at this current state. Oh, okay. There is some male characters, but it's mostly waifus. Alright. Shu slowly walks over, stopping next to the wheelchair. You go ahead, Bulda. Good job today. Alright, understood. After a change in look with Shu, Bulda seems to have picked up on something departing the command room with a smile on her face. The battle is finished. Admin's still reveling in the fights. Yeah? It's normal to feel a little nervous on your first mission. I've fought battles like that in my training system tons of times. But when I actually operated the Mimir system and accessed the terminal, it felt completely different. You were afraid that Ver and the others could get... I'm afraid you're not going to show me the fucking settings. We feel joy and sadness and have our likes and dislikes just like anyone else. But we aren't just humans who happen to have the ability to fight off disaster. On the contrary, we're simply detection programs that possess emotions similar to humans, but solely as a means of counteracting the Vizbane mutation. Okay. So like a digital version of a what's it? From PGR kind of thing? Some of us have been around for hundreds of years, yet we don't look a day older than when we first awoke. Some want to truly integrate into human society, but ultimately give up because the differences are too great. I think the pad's disconnected. Deep down, what matters most to us is the purpose Gaia gave us to eliminate the Vizbane. Are you saying I shouldn't protect human emotions onto the war between modifiers and Vizbanes? My only responsibility, so I've done them all the things we were fighting the Vizbanes, yeah, is to help you become a good administrator. I'm afraid you'll have to find the answer to this question yourself. Okay, it makes sense as being an administrator then if we're like working with digital constructs, I guess, really, yeah? Okay, please allow me to, do some settings now. Daily sign-in. Cool. I'll have a look at all this properly in a bit. What do we get here? What's this? Coolant. Used to obtain 120 swigs. Mimir's exclusive coolant can help restore swigs. I'm guessing, what are swigs? Is that like energy or something? Swag bag. Okay. Right. Okay, how do I get out? I don't want to quit the game. Been granted permanent access to Aether Gave's command center lobby. You'll be able to conduct your day-to-day business from here on in. Where the general office said you may also... Okay, that's kind of cool. So we can switch scenes. Okay. Enable key hints. Rookie, we have created this just for you. Welcome setting for you. Newcomer event. I don't want that. I want fucking settings. That's not easy. Is this the settings down here? This can't be the settings, can he? That can't be the settings, bro. You can't tell me that's the settings. Maybe it's up here. Click on the MR on the side. Oh, up here. Feedback sign-in, achievements, settings. Oh my god, boys, I think we're going full screen. We're there. Resolution 16 by 900. Get the fuck out of here. What? Why is that looking like that on the capture card? Will that do? No, that's took it off altogether. Okay, are we gonna have to just like play 1080 for the time being? Okay, he doesn't like the capture card. Okay, that's what the hell? Hold up. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be too high resolution. Let me try something here. If I set the game and then I close down, it's just moving over. Right, okay. It's going really well, right? I'll tell you what I'm gonna try and do. I'll do that. And then so put it on borderless window actually a second. I'll probably on. And then if I do this, get rid of that. Okay, now can I go full screen? Yes, okay. Alright, cool. So we got 120 FPS as well. Cool. Everything's on screen, isn't it, by the looks of it? Yep, it is. It is, okay. Right, let's have a look here. Skill change settings. Customize battle interface. Jargon alt enter for full screen. I don't know about this. Where's keyboard? Here we go. Where's actual controls or? Oh, I can't have to use another pad a second because my mouse wheels don't. I need to switch over my pads because I bought a new pad. Okay, this is movement and view forward. WSAD. Okay, move camera left, right. Battle normal attack QTE. No. So can we have? Will we have to have that as right click at the minute? Okay, we're gonna have to have that as right click at the moment because we can't move the camera. We have to move the camera with left click. I'll have to do that as 1. Do that as 2. Do that as 3. Dodge. Change dodge to shift. Ultimate skill. Yeah, it can be R. Teammate ultimate skill. Yeah, let's do that. Teammate ultimate skill 2. Should we go for control maybe? We'll work all this out. We'll just get it going at the minute. Skill casting direction up. WSD. Pause combat. Minigame button 1. We'll figure that out when we have a look. See what the mode is. I don't know what the mode that is, so probably have to change that though because that's kind of aids. UIO. Why the fuck would I want that? Confirm enter. Try again. So review. RU. Yeah. These are all going. Quick combat G. Quick combat and go to results H. Fight J. Alright, I think them are okay. So that's the major crux at the moment then. That's what they need to change. Why on earth they wouldn't just have movement tied to the mouse movement anyway, locked to the mouse movement that you have to click and hold left click is kind of weird if you ask me. But we'll have to deal with it at the moment. Companion skill is E and Q like PGR for me. That's probably a good call actually, that is. Yeah. That's a good call actually. Where is it? We went past it, yeah. Ultimate skill. Yeah. You want about the teammates ultimate skill, yeah? It's a good call actually, that is. See, like, I'm thinking though, because I'm having to use right click. I was thinking maybe having a... Nah, that won't work. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the way to go, actually. You're probably right. We'll work with it. I've got my dodge in a shift. Where is he? Dodge next line, I've got it as shift. I prefer it as shift than space because I'm used to, like, on other games, I've got it as shift. So, like, coming back to space, it just messes up my muscle memory. You know what I mean? So lock on with tab, that's fine. Yeah, all of these I think we can leave at the moment. Yeah, okay. UI adaptation. It's his scaling, is he? Damage value display. Lock smart, joystick dynamic, skill chain. Right, we don't know what any of that means at the minute. Swigs at max. Don't know what the swigs are. Okay, all right. 120 FPS, that's good to see. Teammate effects are very. Player effects are maximum or maximum. 1440p, full screen. Okay. All right, okay. Looking better already. Right. Let's have a look at the newcomer event then. What's his login event, is he? Obtained an item. What did I get out of that? Is that a character? Oh, it's a character, yeah. Oh, okay, cool. First top-up bonus. Typical stuff. Contract bonus. Okay, is that like some sort of bundle, is it? Okay, typical stuff here. So what we got? Is this like dailies, is it? Admin reach level 15. One modifier at level 20 or higher. Okay, I'm guessing these are dailies, yeah. Or at least a novice course of dailies. Okay, all the way up to seven, sorry. So wait a minute, we get 2 characters for signing in. Oh, okay. Level up rewards. Together we'll advance it hand in hand. What's this here? Is this actually a... I don't think it is a character. What's this? Is this like a... Is this gear? Is this a copy? I'm not too sure. Okay, here's our daily. Complete 5 daily missions. Complete tasks to earn plenty of surefire... Sorry, I got the hiccups. Surefire intel and shifted stars. Complete all jobs to earn the outfit Zenkibo Tengu school days. Okay, so a total top of 99. Oh wait, so if you put a dollar in the game, you get a grade A character as well. That's kind of cool, I guess. First top up 99, first top up 299. Can be transcended to grade SSSS. So that's kind of a little. I'm guessing a little bit like PGR in that regard, then, yeah. Okay. What we got here then? Just a top up. It's a daily rewards for 30 days. Okay, this is like our monthly pass then, yeah? Yeah, pretty standard this, isn't it? Usually 390 a day. It's exactly the same as Wuthering Waves. Okay, alright. What we got here? Warehouse, guild, shop, scan, modifiers. Is this the premium banner? Unlocks at level 30. We've got some mail. What we got? It's claiming. What did we get here? Is this a character? Title song, Poseidon's outfit. Oh, we got a skin already. Is it? Yeah. Okay. I don't know what any of this is. We'll figure that out though. We'll figure it out as we go. So if I go to my modifiers then, do I have a skin for her? Here we go. Look here, skins. Alright, boys. One for the Kumas. One for the Kumas. Men of culture. Men of culture, we are here once again. Jiggle physics. Let's put her in that for the time being. What we got here then? So what's this here? Access key. What's that? Oh, is that a weapon? Okay, interesting. Oh, we're going to be playing more of this game, guys. I'm liking this already, you know. Oh, she uses gloves. So that's her weapon. Her weapon's a rifle. And her weapon's like a gun sword. Okay, so your weapon's called an access key. So what's your sigil? What's it? Ah, so I'm guessing this is gear. I'm going to assume at least anyway. Cultivation strategy. No sigil equipped right now. Philosopher's Fantasies attack plus 6 max HP 72. Increase Divine Grace mod skill damage by 10%. Gains 1 Divine Grace every second. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to stick it on, I guess. The sigil is used by new pact. Oh, okay. Maybe I don't want to do that then. Wait. Oh, okay. I've got it on this character, yeah. Oh, okay. So she's got all her stuff on. Right. Let's have a look at her skills then. Ultimate skill chains. Normal attack. Swings a runic blade, continuing to hit the enemy, dealing physical damage. Divine Grace grants Divine Grace when normal attack hits. Okay, so the Divine Grace is good for her then. What does Divine Grace do, though? Divine Grace. A normal attack grants Divine Grace after landing. Swings a runic blade. Okay. Stabs forward at a certain distance, dealing enemies in her path physical damage equal to 52%, next level 53% of attack. Rapid stab is replaced by Daybreak after it's cast. Alright, we'll have to figure all this stuff out. I need to get used to playing on the mouse and keyboard now, because obviously I've had to rebind everything. It's going to be weird using right click as basic attack. Alright, we'll have a look. We'll have a proper look at all of this when we play it next time. I don't want to get too bogged down on this stuff just yet. Let's have a look at enhancing this. So we use this stuff to level it up. And I'll level that up now. Please use... Okay, so one of those took it up to level 6. Alright, interesting. Interesting. Installing this now, am you, Jamie? I don't know, man. I'll just level everything up. It's a good way to... Divine Grace is like a meter for the characters. Okay, alright, okay. 30 minutes of frustration completely blown away by the discovery of jiggle physics. Yes, dude, yes. You know? It's like a cup of tea. Makes it all better. Now when she zoomed in, like, oh, so I we could drag her around a little bit. Okay, so we got character levels. What do we? Should we try one of them? What will that take us? Oh, that takes us all the way to level 16. Holy cow, damn, dude. All right. I like her. What's her skins look like? Oh shit, boys. We're getting the maid skins, lads. Maid skins. Alright. Okay. You know, you got my attention. You got my attention, game. What does this do? Oh, posies. Hold up. Hold up a second. Can we then go, like... Alright, the Kumin's going to be hard in this game, boys. The Kumin's going to be hard. I'm just saying. Hold on a second. I'll go to her. And then I go... No, not there. And then I go... Then I go here. And then I go here. What poses can we put her in? Okay, nothing too degenerate then. Nothing too degenerate. I'm not even going to click on that one and have a look. I might do her up though, because... Is she going to be good for us? I'm not too sure. She seems kind of cool. What does she do? Let's have a look at her skills. Fires off a stream of shots at the locked-on enemy, dealing... Ooh. Furthermore, his enemy from the... Ooh, yeah. I want to put her in the team. I want to put... Let's do her up a little bit. Let's do her up a little bit. Let's level her up. Let's give her one of these. No, just give her the one. Let's take it to 16. Let's maybe enhance this a little bit as well. Should we level that up? Oh, all right. Okay, take that to 6. Yeah, so I think we'll have that as a squad. Yeah, should we enhance her weapon as well? We'll give everybody one. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. All right, 15, 16, and 9. Should we level her up a little bit as well? We won't go mental. We'll just give her that last one. Yeah, let's do that. All right, cool. Let's see the other characters on. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I also forgot they have trial character test. Like, okay. All right, cool. Right then. So. Okay. We got character trials. Yeah, cool. A floaty girl. I quite like her design, actually. Can I have a closer look at her? No. So she's an S character, yeah? And tainted hearts. Oh, damn, boys. Getting some cheeks. Getting some cheeks, lads. Damn, she's stacked. Holy cow, she's stacked. Oh my god. Boys. Rejoice. Okay. Oh, I thought that was a dude then at first. Oh, I like her. Dude, the voice actors are decent as well. The character designs are really nice. These are really nice waifus, these are. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we get a better look. Oh, here we go. No, it won't change, will they? Okay, let's go back to that other character a second. I like this. This is quite slick, actually. This isn't it, guys? Actually, kind of. Oh, you can tilt. What do you mean? What? Where? How? How do that? Actually, I want to look at her skills a second. Or does she use like whatever those things are called? Fans. Okay, I'm kind of liking the design though. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh, that looks sick. They are ridiculous. The winged gardener. Oh, I quite like her. She's kind of cool. Look at her shoes. It's a good job she's floating, because how the hell does she walk in those? I didn't lie, did I? You didn't? No, no. Facts were spoke. Facts were spoke. Is that a standard issue to bow with shame? There is a... I'm really liking these waifu designs though. These are some decent designs. They look high quality as well. Like obviously, you know, beyond the degeneracy that I'm talking about here, damn the jiggles. They actually they're clean. The color palettes are nice. Decent amount of detail. VA seem pretty decent as well. Oh, she's got. Ooh. I definitely like that VA. I like her. I like her. Le Dans Macabre. Hades. Ooh, yeah, I like her. Roaring Thor. So wait a minute. So there's a lot of like Norse mythology names here, isn't there? Is this the tree of Yggdrasil as well? Oh wait a minute. Is it different? Oh, is it different factions then? Holy cow! Oh my god! Everybody's stacked to the max, guys. Absolutely stacked to the max. I don't know what to think of that character. She's pretty cool. Hey, first dude. First dude. Okay. And he's not a twink, so that's good. Wouldn't call him Wuthering Waves level, but he's not a twink. That's one I think Neo will like. Demon Tech in the chat. I know he'll be a fan of that one, for sure. A redhead with big boobs. Okay. I like his design. Hey! Arm, red, it's metallic. Almost scale-like. Almost scale-like thing going on his chest. Where have I seen that before? So what's his weapon? I'm guessing it's some sort of gauntlet, yeah. Oh no, it's a big ass sword. Alright. Right, a little bit like Mortifi, yeah. I like her hair. That's a cool character. That's a cool character. Hey, dude, I'm getting Crimson Weave kind of vibes there. The white hair, the red and the blue eye. Right? Am I tripping? You know what I mean? Does she use a dual blade as well? No, one shorter than the other as well. Come on. Right? That's kind of a cool male design as well, actually. Lump Crimson Weave, right, for real? She likes her cakes a little bit more. Man, there's quite a few characters, isn't there? Oh, what's this? It's a little bit of a Zhongli kind of character, you reckon? Okay, I'll install. Combat feels pretty choppy. To me, that is. Oh man, I wish I could stream for longer today. I wish I'd have gone on this earlier. This game's kind of fire. Well, at least so far, anyway. Okay, we're getting more male characters here. I quite like her design, actually. For a different reason, of course, because that'd be weird otherwise. Now on, I like hers for a very different reason. What kind of weapon does she use? I feel like she uses a staff. Oh no. Whatever that is. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, look, I think we got a Giga Chat here, boys. We got a Giga Chat. Okay. All right. I'll see ya. I'll see you, Aether Gazer. We're going to bash this over the weekend, guys. I might even see if Rosie will let me double stream tonight. I'm supposed to be having a date night, but I kind of want to play some of this as well. It seems like there's a lot of Greek and potentially Roman mythology looking at some of the names. Okay. Look, it's to Metal Gear Solid. A good variety of characters, you know? Oh, okay. I was hoping his outfit to be a little bit different, but I kind of dig that, you know. That's an interesting character. Croc Rage, Solbeck, especially for a gacha game. Quite an interesting character. Does he use a sword, does he? We use 2 swords. Okay. Yo, there's a good variety here. How many characters is that? Holy, oh, okay, we're getting there, Yeah, we like her, we saw her already, haven't we? Huh? Nanda. Okay, so it seems like there's different variants, like, yeah. Heimdall looks different. Oh, it's freaking... Oh, what's his name now? From Genshin? I forgot his name. Hermes. Yeah, you can tell that's Hermes. You like the... Hermes was the runner, wasn't he? Right. Okay, alright, let's AGI Mecha Crisis. What's this? Tutorials. Oh, do we need to do this then? I guess let's do the tutorial thing then. Basic combat. Let's go. Alright, let's do it. Tap the attack button to use normal attack against enemies. Tap the attack button to use a skill against an enemy. Use dodge to evade enemy attacks. Oh, you actually want me to? Okay. Vathandi gains Divine Grace when a normal attacks hit the enemy. When a Divine Grace is full, she can cast an... Cast a what? Is it her ult? Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, the game's still not full screen. What the hell? Your mouse is still on screen though. I don't get what's the deal with that. They definitely need to work on switching that though. It's a big negative, I'm not gonna lie. Different type of mod use different resources when casting skills. The 4 types of resources: rage, energy, traces, divine, and grace. Right, okay. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that's gonna keep happening, that is. See if there's some way where we can lock that in, like, you know what I mean? Okay, am I supposed to be like, am I supposed to go through this? He wants me to go through it like that. Rage obtained it by hitting enemies with normal attacks and used when casting skills. Automatically recovers over time and used when casting skills. Obtained when hitting enemies with certain skills and used when casting special skills. Divine Grace obtained differently by each modifier and produces special effects. Okay. Now what? It might be better to use Q&E at the minute, you know. Okay. Are we just here to train on this dude? We can't actually kill him? I'm assuming so, yeah. Why does he keep doing that? Like, I'm literally not even at the screen. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that, I think, for the time being. Otherwise, we'll be constantly clicking out of the game space. Okay, I think what do we do now? Do we just leave? I think we do, yeah. I'm guessing anyway. Oh, we've got to go over here. Okay, it's not too bad in combat, I must admit, because you can use Q&E, and it kind of does, you know, you auto-target. There's a bit of auto-target there as well, so it's not the worst, but it's definitely a problem. It needs to change, that does. Because one, it's making it so you keep clicking out the game as well, which is a problem, because it you know, we might have to play in window mode so we don't keep having that happen. Can I give a link to the client? I can if you want one, yeah? Give me a second. Yeah, I'll pop it into the Twitch chat as well, because I don't know if that link will come through properly. There you go. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying, because I'm finding myself clicking out the game.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep!
What are you doing
Pizza Patatina Pepperoni followed your channel.
Hey, Pizza, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. See, it's so weird, that is, as well. Because left click to click on stuff, but right click to attack. You know? Because left clicks to control the camera. Such a weird choice. Like, I'd love to know the reason for that. Where somebody sat there and went, this is a good control scheme, this is. This makes sense. Dodge skills. Oh, let's click on them. We're getting resources for it anyway, aren't we? We may as well. We may as well. Press the dodge button at the right time to trigger a dodge skill. Press the lock button to lock onto a target. Press again to switch between targets. Okay. Lock system better than Wuthering Waves on launch anyway. Nothing else is. Well, at least gameplay wise. Enter the circle to complete the stage. Okay. This game is a bit on controller and made for the menus. Yeah, it seems it. It seems it. I might have to use the pad for the time being. To be fair, I might have to do that. What are we doing? Break. Well, the modifier is hit multiple times and becomes rigid. Use break fall to what? Press the dodge button to activate break fall. Do we have to be hit? Okay. Oh, see, look, this is like the mouse is fucking flying out the screen. Yeah, we might have to use a pad. Because that's going to get annoying. Once you got meta character, you will amaze their combo animation. I'm already liking the game itself at the moment. It's just the control scheme on PC is a little bit scuffed. That's the only problem with it at the moment. Attacking powerful enemies will increase their mod index multiplier. Once the bar is full, modified mode is what? Okay, is that the bar at the bottom? Enemies in modified lose all resistance, so use this opportunity to step up the offensive. Oh no, that's okay. Okay, so that okay, so it's like a stagger bar. All right. Mod index multiplier accumulate quicker at higher modifying level. Right. The squatters modifiers from the same gen zone, there will be extra effects in the modifier. Well, okay. Same gen zone. What's that, attribute set or something? The squatters modifiers from the same gen zone. Okay. Where's the circle? Oh, actually, holding right click as well when there's no enemies around. That's a little bit better actually. Combat looks simpler in VFX areas compared to PGR. PGR do have a motto. You deal more damage the more you can't to the enemy. Can you press Y to make the mouse cursor disappear? No. I don't know if we can have a look in the settings though to remove it. Let's have a look actually. Settings. Shadow rendering, formatting. UI adaptation. Lock joystick skill change settings. Yeah, no, because I think even when we're using the pad, the mouse is there, isn't he? Or is he? Let's try a second. Let me have a look. Yeah, no. Oh, when a modifier's ultimate skill charge is full, they may use their ultimate skill. The ultimate skill charge automatically charges all the time, and some characters may gain extra. Yeah, okay. There's ultimate skill charge is full. Try unleashing an ultimate skill. Oh yeah, the mouse has disappeared. Maybe we'll have to use a pad for the time being then. Yeah, it seems like the pad is the way to go with the mini chat. Definitely. Definitely. Oh, I can just, okay, I can just sit right on the D-pad to, sensitivity's kind of high on the menu, not gonna lie. Alright, what are we doing here? A bit of a, okay, bit of combo stuff. Oh, look who that. I don't know who that is, but she looks dope. When there are teammates, they can be ordered to cast skills. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. We knew this already, didn't we? Okay. What does she do? Oh, shit. All allies will be invincible where ultimate skill is in effect. Oh, that's sick. What's lock on when I'm on pad? Okay, there we go. Can I click it again to change? Yeah, okay. Alright, so it's right click. Right click to change, lock and change on then when you're using pad. Combat's actually quite nice. I'm not gonna lie. Combat's actually pretty decent. I think if you like Wuwa, I think if you get someone out as easy, I think if you like PGR, I think there's something to be got out of this. So far, this feels quite nice, actually. This feels really smooth as well. Quite responsive. Obviously, control scheme's a bit of an issue at the minute. As somebody who likes to play on mouse and keyboard, it's kind of annoying me. But it's in beta, so hopefully they work on all of this, you know what I mean? Because there's keybind in there, they just need to get the right keybinds. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, the people who haven't seen the game then? What's your thoughts? I must admit, I'm really surprised by how smooth the game is. It feels very fluid. Again, obviously, could be better because the control scheme is not great. But, again, beta, so hopefully that gets tweaked. You know, customized controls for PC come in. That's the one that's on my thumbnail right there. Dude, look at the size of that scythe. When certain characters attack together, they can use an ultimate skill chain. Right, okay. To launch an ultimate skill chain, all characters in the combination must have full ultimate skill chain. Right, okay. We know this. We did this. We did this. Ultimate skill chain is ready. Try casting it. So it doesn't matter if you press up or left, right? Or does it... Oh, I think we do have to press up, yeah. Alright, that's sick. That's sick. Complete all characters' ultimate skill charge. Okay. Modified mode. That was sick. I like it. The characters got like that cell shaded style to them as well, like the black outline around them. I'm feeling that. Or it's a little bit more emphasised, should I say? Okay, different characters. Dude, look at the size of that fucking. Is she carrying an anchor? When modifiers use control effects against powerful enemies, they gain resistance points. Is that those 3 dots then? Oh, she's ice. Once an enemy's resistance points are full, they will become immune to control effects for a certain time once. Once what? I want to see what our ult is. Okay, doing big damage. So I've got 3 of those right trigger attacks, yeah? Okay, I think I can leave these now, yeah. What's going on, Zane? Is it PGR? No, this is Aether Gazer. It's not got an orb system. It's not got an orb system. Okay. Quite like the combat, actually. The combat's kind of nice. Armor break, okay? That's a cool looking enemy. Oh yeah, I'd definitely say a little bit of PGR design. The enemy will restore his defense penetration stat continuously when he is not at 0. I missed the first bit what it said there then. Enemies in defense penetration state will be inflicted with his stagger, making it a lot easier to interrupt its attacks. That's kind of cool. Actually, physically, see the stagger. When the defense penetration state ends, the enemy will not be able to Penetration stat regeneration will not be interrupted or reduced when it's on. What the fuck? I missed that. I've ever learned to lower its defense penetration stat. When it goes down to 0, the enemy will be defense penetration stat. Period of time. Right, okay. Okay, it's in it now. Okay, it's out of it now, right? Okay. Alright, okay. Standard Saga situation, really, isn't it? I missed what it said about when it comes out of the Saga, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, you can get this on PC now. It's got a PC client, this has now. It's a little bit dodgy, the PC client is. But, you know, we've at least got the game in full screen at the moment. We're having to use a pad because the PC, the mouse and keyboard controls are trash at the moment. It sucks. Mecha Crises, okay. Let's go do this then. Oh, we're using her. Can we not bring anybody else into the squad yet then? Modifiers cannot be changed. Okay, alright. Training concluded at 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Simulation target hit 12 times, accuracy 40%, damage 9, damage suffered 9. Severe damage suffered 2 times, overall evaluation score C. I like her design though, man. A girl with long, light purple hair sits in the corner panting. Still a C. It's too focused for too long. Start the combat simulation again. One more time. Young girl pulls herself together and straightens out her body. Beads of perspiration fall from her cheeks and onto her lapels. It's not available in your region. Well, from what I've seen, Zane, when I installed the installer, it's got China and global. So like, I'm just on a global server. There's no EU server or anything like that or NA. Warning, if you continue training, it will affect your health. Me to remind you to take a break and enjoy healthy lifestyles, a healthy lifestyle as you work. What, can you not use global? Getting down to battle simulation. I just noticed that's like a little cat talking to us, yeah. New access signal detected, simulation battle aborted. This is a battle over. We're like sisters, yeah. She was just counselling the newbie. She found me too much of a nuisance, so I was let out early. She was being the one training the admin all this time. She's probably concerned that the admin would be embarrassed if you're there. How's the audio levels as well? I need to remember to turn the audio up when the stream finishes because I turn the audio down. Administrators practice late into the night every day to pass the test. That's for your right hand. Yo, I'm liking the VAs though, guys. The VAs are kind of nice. Character models are decent. So far, apart from like the control scheme settings for PC, everything else is pretty nice. She wants to catch up to Ver and the administrator. Oh, they are sisters. Bribery to get her to do her work. Okay. Alright. I'll take the snack bowl. Hot bowl of noodles sounds good right about now, you know. Hodo, so her name Boulder and Hodo. Okay. Let's go again. I want to train again. I want to go. I'll wait for you here. Let's go. Arigato. Boys. Think she does she do more damage at range? Yo! Her combat's kind of sick. Her combat's kind of sick. Okay. It's her ult. I'm glad we put her in the squad. She's fire. Hey, Apple Boy. She's fire. You're also fire. How's things anyway, though? You good? Admin, the access key system is up and running. Check it out. When a modifier awakens, Gaia grants him a certain level of access via an access key. An access key is both a... He keeps doing that. What? A what? A what? What is he? Each access key can have a function attached boosting the degree of control the modifier has over it. A functor attached. Oh, what's this like? Ah, okay. Be careful, the gen zone of the functor and the modifier holding the access key must match. Aegis modifiers only. And that gives a bonus. That gives a bonus to the other girl, doesn't he? Okay. Once a functor is attached to an access key, it adds an attack bonus as well as extra powers. Once a functor is attached to an access key, it adds an... Okay, right, you just got that. Equipped by new packs, Vithandi grants the following effects. Replace one skill. Skill 1, rapid stab with quick stab. And casting quick stab or enlightening. Ah, it actually changes our attacks. Interesting. Select this functor and attach it to runic blade. Elf Maglin. These are kind of reminiscent of memories a little bit, yeah. Hey, what's going on, Jim Worthley, King Worthless? Yes, because the PC clients just dropped. So far, game feels really nice. My only problem is I'm having to play on a pad because the mouse and keyboard controls suck. It really sucks having to hold left click to turn the camera and keep drifting out of the game. That's a shame. Hopefully they get that sorted soon and get some proper keybinds into the game and a true control scheme in regards to looking around with just the mouse. That'd be nice. But yeah, so far I'm liking the game. The combat seems really cool. Character designs are dope. Yeah, seems pretty dope. Select this functor and attach it to the runic blade. Oh, is my freaking pad disconnected? Are you kidding me? Need to get on the wire. This is the only problem at the moment. Access key is now attached to carry on with your mission. An explorer can be a little stubborn about things that she knows, believes it seems a little dull and distracted at times, probably because, okay, so that gives us 10% access key attack and plus 30 attack, okay. So instead of pulling for a specific weapon, you pull for a region and give it and it give you an unawakened functor, which you then use to awaken the functor you want. Right, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure everything out. Like, it's like when you start a new gacha game, you like all the terminology. I'm like, what's this? I don't understand it. Might have to try one on my PlayStation pads. Can I change the team? So I want her. She's sick. I like her. Okay, cool. A week after the operation of the subway line, Spilt Industrial Park. Ignored safety issues and bribed officials and forced the use of AGI mecha, costing us our jobs. They took their jobs! Don't forget the riot of the AGI mecha. Artificial intelligence must be limited. Sounds like a conversation that goes on nowadays. Hey boss, Ollie, we're barely hanging on here over here. Eugene is bragging to the press and leaving the job of blocking the doors to us. Looks like there's more of these guys every minute. Oh yeah, can I switch to EN voice acting as well? This bunch would piss their pants if I fired off a few rounds. Boss Ethan told us that we can't afford to draw any more attention to us. I like this dude's design, you know. You guys are way too freaking loud. You got a death wish or something. So you can pull for any character's weapon at any given time. Okay, alright. Well, we'll start to have a look into the gacha systems and that. Who is this? He looks really scary. What's with the crocodile head? It's like part of a gang or something. The sudden appearance of a strange man in a crocodile headgear silenced the rolling crowd. Boiling. And it's probably going to be a little bit scary, a dude with a fucking croc head. What the hell are you doing here? Who's watching the factory gates? Someone told me you need help here, so I came. You joined at a good time. They just completely revamped the UI and current rate up banners is solid for getting a complete team. Yeah, I have to say, somebody mentioned that earlier, that the UI had been updated. Meanwhile, in the industrial park, Eugene Spilt is being interviewed by a group of reporters. Replacing jobs with AI, then, are we? We've also reached a private agreement with officials to enforce the entry of AGI mecha in work positions. Ridiculous! New Hansa. The gathered crowd gradually departs, and the reporters who got the opportunity to conduct the interview scrambles forward to ask questions. All that remained were two unmotivated people who gradually ended up being up behind the squad. Messed up my hair, you know. I must admit, some of the dudes in this game, at least they're not all Twinkie characters. This dude's a little bit more Watsy, but there's some actual Chads in the game. Kind of cool to see. Not a fan of all the Twinkie characters in Genshin. Space is boring as hell. Let's scram. On a sunny day, I wonder how many beautiful maidens I'll miss out on. Classic second-gen industrial type. The Japanese VA is really good though. I'm just rushing a little bit at the minute because it's 4:45. I've got to go and get the missus from work. That has been out of production since last year. Chairman, can I touch it? It's so cute. Initiating elimination procedures. Oh shit, it's gonna kill the reporters. The AGI mecha's arm swings at the group of people. A dazzling solar arrow slices through it like a meteor, piercing the sky. Fair maiden, please take your leave. Even I cannot guarantee that I can save you from the next hit. Glory to Spilt! That's a forklift. Alright, let's go. The combat feels really smooth though. I'm actually quite impressed with how smooth it feels. Obviously, I would like to be able to use a mouse and keyboard. I hope they get that sorted really quickly. The game plays really nicely though, actually. Like, really nicely. I'm very impressed, if I'm honest. Chat, I'm going to have to call it there though, man. I'm going to see what Rosie's saying later. Whether I can see if I can get a couple of hours on and maybe play some more of this. I don't know. If not, I'll be on tomorrow. I've got some stuff I need to do in the kitchen tomorrow. I need to take some of the plaster off the wall and get it back an inch or so because we're having a new dishwasher. And the new dishwasher's like got a bigger pipe, so it requires like an extra inch. We've got like this thick plaster on the wall under the cupboards in the kitchen, so I can go back a little bit for that. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. And then I'm going to get on. I'm playing more of this, though. I like this. This is kind of nice, actually. We need to get the update, though, for the PC controls because that's the major sticking point at the minute for this game, for it becoming like something that I play regularly. So far, voice acting, JP voice acting's nice. Character models are good. Graphics are nice. Smooth as fuck combat. Combat seems really cool as well. Different kinds of attacks that I've been seeing so far as well seem really interesting. I'm intrigued, man. I'm intrigued. I'm in it for this, guys. I'm definitely interested. So if I don't see you later, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. And if I don't see you over the weekend, guys, have an amazing weekend as well. Enjoy it. Stay safe. All that good stuff. As well, guys, if you haven't already, pinned comment still on the YouTube stream and on the Twitch stream. Latest video they uploaded earlier talking about the Yoo-Hoo banner. Go check it out, guys. Okay? Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate all the support on the videos. It's very much appreciated. Yo, cheese! I'll catch you later, bro. Hopefully I'll be back on later. If not, I might see you over the weekend, yeah. Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you later. You know.